This is it. One last moment of drama here in Johannesburg. The Women's 100-meter hurdles African Athletics Championships final. All eyes will be on Naledi Libita, the defending champion, whose father, the legendary Kosi Libita, sadly passed away last month.
Max. Sit.
Yeah, it's Off the Hook. You know, it's October. This is episode 5. You know what I mean? Episode 5. We got a dope artist here, top tier stuff. Can you please introduce yourself to the people?
My name is Kanye B. I'm from Mdantsane in East London in the Eastern Cape. I'm a singer, songwriter, model, mom, 9-to-5er. I do it all. So yeah, this is me. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no, it's lovely. I mean, I was vibing to your sound, and I must say, it's that house, you know,
it's that mellowy, housey. So I don't really have a sound yet.
Yes.
Right? And I say yet because I think being talented and being an artist are two completely different things.
Yeah.
I mean, I know that I was born with the talent. My mom was a singer. I come from a very musical family.
Mm-hmm.
And I think growing up, it's always been, you know, like an obvious career choice because people will look at you and be like, oh, but you sang just there. Like, oh my gosh, like you should be a singer. You should be recording music. So fast forward to being a 30-something-year-old woman, single mom, working and trying to do all these other things. That hasn't necessarily been my story because, you know, I don't have the album out and I'm not, you know, on stage and doing all these things. But in my way, I have contributed a little bit to the music. It's always been a passion of mine. So that's something that will always, I guess I will always pursue for the rest of my life. So I think this is like a reawakening, so to speak. To just kind of say, okay, girl, I mean, what are you going to do about it? You know, like, how long is it going to be? You know, so just kind of putting one foot in there and kind of seeing what happens.
So when did you, like, start or get your introduction to music or know that, you know, this is what I really like and what I want to do?
Yeah. So,
yeah.
So I think coming into Joburg, because I did my primary and my high school education in my hometown, right? Moved to Joburg, you know the story, come to study, I had family this side, so I came this side, studied a little bit, dropped out a little bit, and did all other things. I did public relations at UJ.
Okay.
And I think that was 2008. I mean, I don't want to give away my age or anything. But
you know what they say.
I grow old.
You look fresh.
I'll take that, Lazzie. I'll take that.
Yeah.
So I think 2010, I tried my luck when pop stars made a comeback.
Yeah.
And they were doing, so the biggest sponsors had pulled out, like Coca-Cola and all of that. But they were kind of like reviving the brand. And I went to audition. The auditions were in Maponya Mall, I think. And I remember sleeping outside there because I was like, I went the first day and the auditions cut off like I think 10 people before me. And I was just like, oh my God, what's going on there? You know, and I was like, I was this close. So I came the same day later on with my sleeping bag and my cousin, and we slept outside on the mall, at the mall. And I just remember the whole night, like people vibing and just like doing their thing.
Yeah.
And I made it through to the auditions, and we were coming back like in and out of auditions for about a week.
Yeah.
And I made it from top 200 to like 80 that were chosen to go to Durban for the actual boot camp.
Okay.
So I'm just like, oh shit, this is happening. And I'm talking to my lecturers like, I need to, oh, hey, that's my family. Hi, guys.
That's lovely.
So what are the chances? So and then I made it to top 80, went to Belito. We did like a grueling, I think it was 3-week boot camp, auditions every day. And I have a bit of a raspy voice. So sometimes in the morning I could wake up and the notes are not coming out. So I was just, every day I was praying, I'm like, God, please, I've made it this far, can I just, and every day it was like top 50.
Yeah,
top
up
60. And I'm just like, I can't believe I'm still here. I made it all the way up to top 10.
Wow.
So from the 10, they chose 4, which were going to be the group, because it was a group audition. So they were looking for like the next pop star group after, I think the last group that had come from pop stars was Adila, if I'm not mistaken.
Adila, yeah.
Yeah, I think Adila was like and all of us, like going to the audition, we were kind of like, this is it. Everyone wants to have their Adila moment. You know, I was just like, let's get it, girls.
Yeah.
But we didn't make it, sadly. So, you know, the whole shebang where they go to your family. I mean, this whole thing was being aired every Sunday on ETV.
Yeah.
And just like having people from my school say,
Beep,
you are like, oh my God, like, look at you. And I'm just like, okay. So having, I think some of the panelists and the judges were PJ Powers, Zwaibala was one of the boot camp facilitators, so to speak. So I was on his team. And I think the first day he heard me audition at Maponya Mall, he was like, you have something. Because he had a conversation with my aunt, and my phone had malfunctioned, and they couldn't get a hold of me to say, I'm coming to Durban. And he called my aunt, and they were having this conversation like they had known each other for so long. And when I eventually spoke to him at Madrid, he's like, girl, pack your bags, you are coming. He's like, I told you, you're going to come. So he became a bit of a mentor during the time that we were there, because he would be like, I see what you have, and I see what you're holding back. So kind of like be comfortable with your bold voice, and kind of like teaching me ways to breathe, and, you know, how to like maintain, you know, a certain time of a note. And he kind of opened my voice up, so to speak,
good.
and kind
That's
of
dope.
actually let me know that I have a bit of a range, you know.
That's dope. And what are your influences, like the artists that actually inspire you or want
There's
you
a
to
lot.
do this? Yeah.
There's a lot. Growing up around Brenda Fassie, Yvonne
my
Chaka
brr.
Chaka, you know, like
She's
that-
a
she's a legend. She's a pioneer.
Who do you go between her and Busi Mhlongo?
Oh my God. Because I was listening to Umachi's just the other day, and I'm just like, oh my God, this woman. So I feel like, I want to say both of them are on the same level, but I definitely know Brenda Fassie's songs more, like word for word, because those are like audition time. I'm just like, yeah, I'm doing a malahle, or like something that nobody's going to do, you know? But when it comes to that ancestral connection, Ubusi is definitely an other realm lead.
Because have you heard
performer.
her, Brenda, the when she does like, it's totally different Brenda.
It is.
I'm like,
And I
Brenda's
do
like,
believe
wow.
in that Brenda. You know, I do believe in that Brenda, like the Brenda that was so multifaceted, because she had a range, this woman.
Yes.
She could go from like first soprano, she could do like a crazy bass and a tenor. So she was so broad, you know, but I feel like maybe in the industry, I wouldn't know, because I haven't really been in the music industry.
Yes.
Just, you know, here and there behind the scenes. But it's almost as if she had to pick which was the best.
And that side, actually, people liked her
They-
for that.
they liked
so you're
it.
also not going to change something
A
people
formula
like.
that's working, you know.
Because
like
just to sound, because everyone sounds, not like, I don't want to be like, everyone sounds like Obusim Mhlongo, but that sound is there.
It's
so-
always been there, and there's like a history recorded of that
Yes,
sound.
and
but she was
Brenda
like,
came with some-
I have to come in the pop culture scene. You know,
Yeah,
I
about
have to-
dangerous. Yeah, that was
Do you
a different
understand?
stuff. Even my mamela, now you're like, shit.
Like
You know,
there's
yeah.
certain, and in the culture has recycled
So much of Brenda, right?
so much of Brenda, so she's had such an influence as well. So I think
And-
number one top tier up there,
Yeah,
because Brenda was also my mom's idol, and my mom was my idol. So I was just
you're like, nah.
it's the natural
I'm
order
in
of
it.
things. you know?
Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah. So I think South African artists like Abo TK. I don't know if you remember TK.
Yeah,
'cause I'm
TK.
heavily rooted in R&B.
TK, I also like R&B. So TK was
Gone
like
too
so
soon.
dope.
Rest
Yeah,
in
and
peace, TK. Absolutely love you.
because that Mischief song, that was I think that introduction to her with Mischief.
Yeah, I
That
think it
was
was
my
in this
introduction.
piece, or I'm not sure which song on the album it was, but that is a beautiful, amazing artist. Her
Yeah.
voice, I feel like if she was still around, she would have done so much.
Yeah, I know
within
she
the
was.
current scene as well, with the R&B scene, with singers like Elaine.
Yeah, coming up,
more of
yeah.
a deeper tone kind of singers, whereas you're used to that commercial high pitched
yeah.
like runs Beyonce kind of
Sure,
thing.
sure,
you know,
sure.
so it's also just saying like, hey, we don't always have to be up there to be valued.
Because
as
we
good
listen to
singers.
different types of tones.
Exactly.
It's like
And with
textures
different types
colours.
of textures.
Yeah.
Like I love using the word texture because like I would listen to, I love male vocalists by the way.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
Nati, here in
He's
South
dope.
Africa,
He's
he's amazing.
dope. Yo, his voice.
That velvet, like I don't know how to explain it, but I always say
got a
that
texture,
velvet
yeah.
thing. He's got that, like landilisayo xa uva umculo womntu,
You
just
like,
like
yo, the way it hits
ikubamba
different.
up,
ne?
yeah.
Yeah, no,
So
I feel that.
some people are gifted like that.
Yeah.
Like there's songwriters that make amazing music, and then there's those people that you're still listening to an album that came out in 1985
Sure.
today.
And you can feel it. About Billy Withers, and you like.
Do you understand? You're just kind of like, oh my gosh, like this
Yeah.
music is doing something inside of me, like it's moving me.
So are you planning on having a sound? Do you like, where are you? Like if you were supposed to drop a project, like, and you got your team and everything, like produce any, like what type of sound? Like,
Oh
can you
my
give me
God,
the
that is such a difficult
taste of
question.
it? Like, what is
you
the
know-
taste of Ganjani?
So what I will say is that I don't want to be this cliche person who's always like, oh my God, I am unboxed. I am in every genre.
open-minded.
You know, my core of everything that I've done musically has been rooted in R&B.
Yes.
So I will have a soulful song. I
Yes.
will have, an R&B song. I will have the typical, but also Afro pop
Yes.
coming in there, because my style of writing has shown me that, hey, wait a minute, you don't really have a genre, because I've written nursery rhymes, for
Yeah.
instance. I've written songs about little kiddies.
Where are the
music
nursery
about-
rhymes?
So it's something that I do on the side with like this production company.
Oh.
Unfortunately, I don't own any of the stuff
Oh,
that's
they
on
own
there.
it.
Yeah, they own it. And the one that we did last time was for like a UK-based
Okay.
organization. So, but with stuff like that, you go into the studio and you're here to do a day job. You're getting paid for it on
Yeah.
this date, and you're going. You don't really have a stake in that in terms of,
Yeah, yeah.
I want a little bit of this. I want my royalties. I want to be. So I think now, moving into trying to identify who I am as an artist, those are a lot of questions that I'm asking myself. Where do I want to place myself? I know I have a place in R&B.
Yes.
And I know, like, you look at South Africa and you're like, where is R&B? You get what I mean?
Yeah,
But I mean,
yeah.
it doesn't have to
But-
be anywhere. We're still here. There's a lot of R&B artists
Yeah.
that are, still true to their, and I mean, now we're in such a beautiful space where you can bring the R&B elements into a mapiano sound,
Yeah,
or like a mapiano
'cause
sound
it's
into
like a mixture of
you
sounds.
understand? So I will leave you with an open-ended answer for that one and say I'm still really trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
But soulful R&B is something that is just true to my
Okay.
identity.
So when can we look forward to your project?
Oh my God, I don't know. I mean, there's nothing really in the pipelines right now because I was kind of focusing on the modeling side of things and also just being a new mom. But I am actively looking for producers. So people, if you want to work with the girl, I'm
Yeah.
here. You'll find me at home.
You heard it.
raising my son.
You know what I
Doing absolutely nothing special, but I am still reconnected with my producer who's done most of the house music that
Yes.
you'll hear.
What's his
today,
name?
because his name is Brian Essence.
Okay. Shut up. Hey, you're going to misbehavior.
I know, boy mom over here, so I understand. This is not surprising.
Okay. Yeah, so... you said Ikama?
So igama le producer yam Brian.
Brian,
Sidwaba.
shout out Brian. Nice
Sidwaba.
beats there.
Yeah, amazing beats. Not only is he a beat maker, he also is a producer. He's also an arranger and a composer as well. I mean, we started doing this together. So
Yes.
I honestly have not had any experience working with other producers.
Yeah.
I've worked with 1 or 2 or 3, but it's always just been with Brian. So I would say we grew up together in the music. We met when we were very young,
Yeah.
12, 13 years ago, both in varsity, both in our 20s. And we kind of did something and we made some amazing songs. I mean, we've had plans over the years, obviously, to release this and release that, but you know how life goes. But I feel like we're in a better space now, mentally, grounded in our lives.
Yeah.
And that we can give back to our passions now.
That's lovely. I've got a couple of producers. I'm definitely going to link some nice soulful R&B beats, different
the girl
stuff.
is
So
ready
I'm going to
to
hook you up.
write
I'm going to
and
hook you up.
work.
Right now, it's my favorite time, obviously. It's the time for the music.
I hope
the
you like
vibes. Yeah. Oh, your sticker. Yeah,
Okay.
off the hook.
Bring me back to me. Okay. Here you was, time to sign, looking dapper in a suit. Izolo logo, we was knocking boots. Said you were my savior, I relied on you. Pulling Glizio, yeah, from the very start. I was so guarded, your loving was departed. It was living in the past. You and me would never last, never last. You saw this coming a mile away. I was so stupid to think that you wanted to make it work. Foolish, so foolish. Oh, you know you blew it, you blew it. You never changed my mind, you never loved me right. I give you all my love and truth. You played me for a while, you took me for a ride. I gave you all my heart is true. Say Palile, cause I'm over you. Said I'm over you. Say Palile, cause I'm over you. Said I'm over you. Say Palile, said I'm over you. Said I'm over you. Say Palile. Oh, say Palile, I'm over you. Said I'm over you. Say Palile, said I'm over you. Said I'm over you. Say Palile, I'm over you. Said I'm over you. Still got it.
Dope.
So I made that song like 12 years ago or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really dope.
And I never really knew which one was the hook, which one. I mean, I wrote to the whole 6-minute beat, and me and Brian were just kind of like, okay, we can take this one and put it there and take this one. But it also just it speaks to the kind of process that him and I had in the studio.
Yeah.
Of just kind of saying, okay, because I was always kind of afraid to say, oh, I don't sound like this, I don't sound like that. Like I was pointing out everything that I'm not, and he was just like, just take the mic and write
That's dope.
and sing, and then maybe you'll
That's
show me
dope.
what you are.
That's really amazing, yo. You're an amazing artist,
Thank
and just on a earth tone level, I just hope that you are managing this life thing,
Yeah.
because it's got a lot of things that happen unexpected.
I know.
And so you just have to do your best. And look, yo, I mean, I just see the best. Like, you top tier, and I already know, like, yo, you're gonna do us. We've lost quite a lot of people, right?
Yeah,
Talented people, and
yeah.
it's nice to still hear dope quality out there, different artists.
That
So I'm
means so
looking
much.
forward to your project, yo.
That means so much. It
Really
gives
looking
me a
forward.
bit of a push, and I really thank you for this platform, because I've been saying with my mouth that I want to start doing musically related things that will push me to the level that I know I can get to musically.
Yeah.
And I feel like this is a great way for me to kind of like see how the artists do it, and
Yeah.
you know, not only know that I'm an artist, but also start living like an
Yeah.
artist, because this is my purpose. You know,
That's
music is
dope.
something that I know
Yeah.
better than anything else. You
That's
know?
dope, man.
Yeah, so I appreciate it.
We're happy having you here, and you guys know, we just every show we're off the hook, man. I want to keep it 100%. We have kids,
Yeah.
so even in life, we should not like close them off. So they must see things so that they could
They
also
can
grow.
experience
Experience
open their minds
as difficult
well.
as it is, but we try and manage it and expose them to things, and also having him as like a little internship so you can
It
see.
is.
You know what
I
I
mean,
mean?
I'll tell you, I first performed when I was 6 years old on a stage. It was a beauty pageant in Tanzania, was 7 in U7. Holla. And my sister was in the pageant, and my mom knew the organizers, and she was like, my child is gonna sing. And I was singing their Dolly Parton song in my red and white dress. So my mom took me everywhere she went. She was doing backing vocals for all Stompy Mavi and all these
Wow.
other people, and I was there
Oh,
following
Stompy,
her.
that's-
Legend.
Like,
Like-
you know what I mean? Woo.
I know, right?
Can you please let people know where they can find you on the socials?
You can find me on my socials. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Twitter. It's at Khanyi_B. I'm on Facebook, but I mean, nothing really happens there. But yeah, that's where I am.
Just a
Or
lot
you
of
can
drama.
Find me at home raising my son.
Yeah. It's good, beautiful. Thank you.
All the best to you guys as well.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yes.
Da-da-dun.
It's such a picture.
Putting up all of the pressure I'm feeling, I'm supposed to be loyal. Cap it all on my chest like a totem, a token. A structure that's prone to be broken. Is that bitch a surgeon? I swear that she gave me open. Probably gonna empty a nigga ass slogan. Woo!
Okay.
You hit me, I hit you, I tell all my niggas.
Let me hold it for you, Paul. No, you can't have all of them. You must have one. Galel? Yeah. We got some MCs up here in the building, man. Like some
Africa, what
dope
up?
cats out here. You know what I mean? Fellas, can you please introduce yourselves?
I go by the name of Seac Adkins, and I come from the Vow. I rap, I sing, I trap, I do whatever. If the beat good, then I like it, then we go.
Yeah.
I go by the name Kayslim. I also come from the V side too. And yeah, I'm just doing this music thing. Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to the V side, the triangle, you know what I mean?
We represent.
Yeah. So, how did you get your alias, son?
My what?
Your alias, your AKA.
Oh, like it's a long story. I usually write it to people. I don't tell it.
Yeah.
But okay, we gonna have to like separate it. Since it's two names, C and Atkins.
Okay, yeah.
What's his name? Kamak. You very busy, man. You
I
very
think it's
busy.
better that you can. It's cool, man, because it's a podcast. So
D Atkins. My
Yeah.
last name. My last name is Morgan, right?
yeah.
So like,
Doug, I'm not gonna take you to the games, right, bro? Hey, bro. Yeah. Sorry, yo.
Yeah, I
You're
was
saying.
saying my last name is Morgan, right? I wasn't like doing any research, like to be precise. I was just perusing through things, and I found out like Morgan actually was derived from the word sea chiefs. Like more meaning sea than gan meaning chief. You feel?
Yeah.
Like this is what they were known for. You feel?
Yeah.
And yeah, through that, then I just got to like take the name Sea Chief. Yeah, C was derived from Morgan, meaning Sea Chief. This how it is. Then I just put the capital C right there to like emphasize it means something.
Okay.
You feel? Even though you don't pronounce it, it's just C.
All right.
Both saying the same thing, Sea Chief, and its meaning.
And
Then your Atkins just meaning the son of Adam. Basically, I'm Morgan, the son of Adam. I used to be like deep in Christianity like that, and it got me influenced. I was like, yo,
all right.
he's the father of all.
and UK?
Yeah, it was pretty simple. Since like primary school, everybody just called me K, and then I just figured Kayslim would work because my favorite rapper used to be Eminem, so it's
Slim
fire
Shady.
actually, exactly. So yeah, it was just like I should go with Kayslim, but yeah, there's no deep meaning to it. It's just another alias.
And then how did you get introduced to hip hop or music to a larger extent? What made you be like, yo, I'm gonna do this. I'm in it, 6 feet deep.
Okay, like as a kid, it's like you show signs of like music when you like it or not. You feel like it just starts from a young age, you know. But like when getting to rapping, it was actually on peer pressure.
Yeah.
You know, I got in music through peer pressure. When like my friend started rapping, you feel, when he started rapping, he started like clicking up, you feel. I'm not cool anymore. They don't hang with me anymore, you feel. I feel like shit, if I could rap, then I'd be part of the clique, you feel.
Yeah.
So then I started rapping, and my first song was Holy C. It was whack as shit.
So
But
it's
yo,
whack.
They
The
loved
first shits
it.
are
They
kinda
loved
like-
it,
like-
you felt.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
niggas,
they loved it, and
'cause
apparently it was better than what they were doing. I was like, shit, I'm better than y'all. That means I'm cooler than
I'm
y'all.
back in the clique,
Yeah.
baby.
And I started rapping, man, and it was a go. It was a go.
That's fresh. So, and then, like, when did you do your first project?
My first project.
Like, recorded, like, you know, because first it's like a whole hour where you're like, okay, this is like a whole project now, and I'm like taking this shit serious.
My first. Yo, Kamaku. Yo,
Keep quiet.
like the first project was the one I worked on with Slim.
Yeah.
After the young, like we tried it like a couple times. You know, we tried the first project, then it failed. You know, came up with a different title, came up with a different meaning, and it failed until we got to After the Young. That was my first project with him.
All right. And
After the Young, then after, yeah. On the meanwhile, when I was working on After the Young, I was still working on my solo mixtape called Me When You Hear This.
Okay.
You know, so at the end, I got them both like complete. You know.
That's fresh. And how
They
did you guys?
basically
How did
both
you
my
guys meet,
first.
Slim? How
We
did-
met up at the studio.
at the
He
studio?
came through at the stool, but I actually seen him before that because we met at some audition somewhere, but
Yeah.
we didn't actually talk. And then I met him at the studio where I was working with Franklin Black, and then
Yeah.
he just came through and he was just spinning that fire.
Yeah.
And then we had to make the song,
And then it was
and that
solid.
was unity from there. Yeah.
Shit, that's fire, man. And like, what's your guys' take on like the scene right now, like the hip hop scene? Is it where you think it should be, or you think
Not
guys
really.
are playing games?
Not really. Everybody dropping, right? But the music is not really that nice no more.
Yeah.
But it's like there's better music, but it's underground. And that's the problem with the game right now. The underground is not giving.
I heard. I
Okay,
was like,
that's a better
shit.
answer.
Yeah.
I was like, you're
'Cause
right.
I don't have no comments in the game.
Yeah, I
no,
agree
that's a
with that.
better answer. I have no comments.
Yeah, no
Really, I
comment.
Yeah,
don't.
but yeah, I'm just saying, there's better music.
Yeah, no,
just
because I
underground.
mean, it's
Yeah.
always like mainstream is not like the whole thing of everything because there's
Yeah.
artists. Even like when people say like, "Yo, because of the diss tracks, cats are bringing hip hop back," and
And
you're
it's
like, "How?"
Bro.
There's shit. Like cats is
Yeah,
making
real shit,
music.
real- yeah,
You know,
real
so
shit,
how you
yeah.
saying these cats are bringing back because they dissing each other? Because now they're getting shortchanged by my piano and
Yeah,
you know what
and
I mean?
everybody
It's-
on that.
It's-
It's just
Yeah, it's
weird,
just
yeah.
impulsive.
You know what I mean? And it's what it is because hip hop doesn't ever go anywhere. If you
Yeah.
actually understand hip hop, there's a point where it's gonna get commercial highly, and like even with house, there's a time where house was kicking their asses, right?
Yeah.
And then hip hop went and dominated again. It's always like a frequency shit, but end of the day, people should learn to like open their ears, you know, and explore
Yeah.
music and not just get fed by the beast, like what to listen to. Then you'll never discover new artists. I always listen to new artists. That's how I
Yeah,
listen
you
to
did
you.
mention
Because
that, yeah.
I was like, oh shit, let me listen to different shit. Like, and I always search SoundCloud and I get up to shit and like, oh shit. Because then you're not controlled, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't get controlled, you know, you actually listen, oh, from your own person, this cat's dope. So that's how I linked up with you. And I want to, like, what's your favorite artist, MC of all time?
like I don't want to squeeze dude in. Like, just currently I'm liking Kendrick Lamar, but he wasn't in my books in the first place, you know.
Yeah.
So like I don't want to just Kendrick Lamar.
Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
And UK?
Yeah, I don't really have one because it's impossible to have one. I'd have a top 5 probably.
Okay, a
Not
top
just
5?
one. Top 5 for real.
Yeah.
Okay, number 1, K Dot, obviously.
Of course.
Number 2, I'd go with Meek Jenkins.
Yeah, real.
And then number 3, I'd go with, let me see, Slim Shady.
All right.
But the old Slim Shady, not the new one.
Yeah.
And then obviously Lil Wayne.
Not Paskins, Maskin, Napkin.
It's a whole lot of bars for no reason.
Yeah, and then
Lil Wayne, number 4.
yeah.
And then I'd go South African and say maybe Aries.
All right. Peach or pineapple?
Peach or pineapple? I've eaten more peaches than pineapples, so I'm gonna go with peaches.
Peaches. Okay. And what you go with? Adidas or Nike, son?
Nike. All the way.
Word. That's fresh. Okay, it's about that time, you know, for the bars. You know, let me put this little troublemaker in. You know, and get it. You gotta sit there, bro. You gotta set heat hour now. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, Mark, we going into that hour, the bars. I got mad MCs right here in the building, and you know the delivery's sick. The flows are insane. It's gonna be bananas. So, we starting with my beat. You chose the second one, right?
Yeah.
Give us the second one, Mark.
Black.
Come on. Come here. Sit here.
Hey yo, I had a question.
Oh wait, hold it up. Yeah.
Can I get to decrease the tempo a bit?
I can't. Nah.
You can't. Alright, cool. That's cool. Let's go.
So we're gonna have to put Mark. We're gonna have to put that on loop, cause he's gonna go on. So when it pauses, just carry on, right? Yeah. Let's do this.
Deal with monotony, I'ma deal with the golly. Period, deal with the nickel, I'd like to deal with the Ponzi. Imperative, giving niggas water that don't tolerate a thermostat and keep it on the rocks like big grills. I don't represent the hood, I represent the people. In this life you be appreciative cause you don't get a sequel. Half dozen of batons, you ask the hood about the legal. Cause nothing illegal when I do right to survive, I see you. The cost of living is hollow. My Hitler been a black man in the German steel to colonize my freedom and demand peace in my own vicinity. Fuck with me if you feel like exploring your femininity. It gets that deep. Pickpocketers find a wallet, a script, or a biscuit. Call me your whip or mom on crib if you give me time as I work on it. Some of y'all probably feel better on how I work on it. 7 years been a rapper, back then a rapper was celibate. I live in the south with misfortunate leprechauns. You got night vision, a rainbow nature resembles a zebra. 2 colors blind to feed off the gold where the grass have been greener. Tell me if my lines over here is like Farrakhan or Lapisha. I down with there, the award is mine for the taking, no competition, who hosting it. Straight out the V, my advice is to remain complacent. Or you become a problem, it's best if your knees vacant. Predictable and blatant, hush. Blue Monday, the mantra is bloody. Ask him the irony, how the pie rules, time he's clicking. I'm guessing affiliation is over. Elvis has left the room, but I keep me the blindfold. Cause I know this bro when I'm texting. You're not the only nigga that told me that I deserve it and brought me silence right after the microphone. Probably heard it is deeper than any crevice. Deep enough to fuck up an atlas. We good as long as it don't reach my epidermis. It's on a rarity, I condone the gap and telling me you ain't trying to be the greatest. So why you rapping, nigga? It's all emotions that I'm still in practice. Tore through fabrics in between the records of your girl, I'm in a different bracket. My type of women I pick after herself and do not recycle features like ass cracks. Honey, your back is plastic. Imagine if my insecurities drag me to drastic. Felt it in my gastric. Most of these rappers fear me to caskets and that's good to me. Bitch, my shit on max and call me goat. My face is on repeat. Chop it up before COVID emoji me. Little by little, we'll fucks in the middle. I can riddle these brittle minds with little life from a whistle. I'm not a gangster just cause I was born up out of manger. Times is getting strange. Rappers fighting now but never later. Infinitive rentings divide by the spit in equates danger. I'm on cloud art and I surprise you rocket science week. You can't just come board. Many times I drew the line and quit saying I'm unsure. You asked if I'm the best, you found my project at the drugstore. Walk out of my neighbors bump my shit. I'm talking uncourse looping like get the fuck about the hood. I say the fuck for. There's not a thing inside my hood I seen that I can need besides my click. Blood types and life supported by the tree. Rooted on the path to damage it. Who snap your cameras for actors out of character, nigga. My pop is gone with the wind with no souvenir, no fuck shit. Now fathers fucks and do rags and blue truck fits. Quit popping in my DMs like 14 niggas asking for a blue chick. My dick, my radius, you get too close, it might find you a clip. Ooh, little package mistaken with stars commonly. I don't deal with a monotony. Commercial rapping, I got these facts out of syntax. You must have heard about me, cat for rappers at the V. It ain't feminism, it's respect. Alright, man, I put my best for it. You asked for it.
Alright, man, that's crazy. We going. Which one you want now? The drug test or respect?
Oh, I'm gonna do it seated.
You can stand if you want.
What we doing, Slim?
I don't know.
Which one you starting with?
I go with respect.
Alright, cool.
Okay.
Cool down.
And a cool down on that one, right? Cause hey, that was intense, son. Shit. Woo. Okay. We're gonna go with respect. We're gonna go with respect.
So I call his heat, so I came in just to come rap with him. I came in to come freestyle with him. I caught the heat from outside.
Shit. Let me deal with this.
I caught the heat from outside. I came around rapping.
Okay, you can come sit down this side, dog.
I came around.
Come.
Oh, you want to spit?
On that same beat.
Oh,
I
you
just
want to
came
spit?
around.
Okay, let's
cool.
start it again. Mark, just grab that mic there. Do you have earphones?
Cool.
Personal
What's
earphones,
happening,
yeah.
bro?
Yeah, just pull that. Uzuke move up.
What?
It's Seac Adkins.
See?
Atkins.
Atkins.
Kayslim.
Slim.
Kayslim.
Kayslim.
Yeah.
I caught his heat from outside. So I'm gonna break your rules and jump in and come rap with him. That's it.
Okay.
'Cause that's what it's
Mark,
about.
can you hit us again with the off the hook beat 2? Off the hook beat 2. Yeah. Let's get it. Take it, son. We gonna jump after you.
We're gonna jump. So I don't want to.
Okay, let's talk about the attitude. I'm mad at you. Y'all just rapping for sake of rhyming, biting on my residue. Low key fucking with C when admitted a subtle revenue. Clap a few for the avenue that I'm after you. Revenue edible to the game that he getting cooked. I'm ashamed that he barely shook. Y'all fam show me gratitude. It's food for thought, your pictures, paper crooks. They loving all the pages, nerds are green, but they don't read a book. I raised it for the south, nigga, better look. I breathe different, bitch, in every room I inhale. Thin scale, puff from pipe dreams till your skin pale. Somebody lazy, I ain't eating if the check's still. Now the stakes high, I forklift enough to cut well. Disease adapted, it's rap, but it's not hereditary. I'm mirror greatness in the eyes, I'm mirror bloody Mary. My people gotta eat whatever that I keep. It's coming out of me, meat coming out of sea like a Krabby Patty.
Krabby Patty, I don't really do this. I do it from top of the brain, top of the cranium, making sure rappers understand the stuff is miscellaneous. I am the ace of spades, sometimes a different breed. Breed rappers, sometimes they can't breathe. That's why we make sure that they understand it's Tofi. But where you wanna choose, they wanna do. I'm just about to marathon with you. I'm just about to pass the baton right up to you. Let's go.
Hey yo, it's always flavor in the air. I'm that MC that chills in the corner of a circle. Better find yourself getting smacked, son. Cause every time you find this MC, he got friends. Needles that like to hug balloons. I break bottles. Let it swim in the ocean. It's off the hook. I got the dope MCs in the house.
About the bottles. Sometimes you might see me with the models on the Cayman Islands. Private jet, that's why I'm always stressed. It's called Kevin Fever. Sometimes rappers making sure they don't understand. We smoke the chiba. Yo, we right here. Sometimes I'm on these rappers act sometimes like divas, but we here to tell them, son, yo, where we bigger, rigger, all motors. That's why, that's the Oprah's motors. That's where you fucking jump in, brother. Let's go.
I got nothing.
Come on.
Let's go. Let's get it.
We catching right from you,
Let's
brother.
hit it.
Come on.
Yo, check it. You know, it's the eloquent MC. Every time I move with the motion of the seas. Hey yo, I move like the solar, the controller. Gotta stay focused, don't procrastinate. Put all your eggs in one basket, cause I'm moving up, getting this egg from the beanstalk.
Bolder. We told you, when we rap, man, we'll fold ya like an envelope. You better make sure that you elope, cause if you don't do so, beat catch to stop there. Man, you supposed to catch right there. I really like the how the young homie sounds. That's why I jumped in and I said he's profound. Jump on the mic and show me how it sounds.
In America, it's called Pule.
I can't be misdirected. A part of me that can't be reflected is highly infected. If you in touch, you better be vested. An army invested, retaliated, metal ingested. Careful how you aim with armor ain't tested. They can't stay with a slow key.
they can't stay this low key. You know the reason why? Cause the Bentley to the key sort of low in the key. It's called hiding what the secret is. That's why, man, you understand we need to be proactive. I really jumped into the booth simply cause I heard how you sounded on this beat. I said, yo, I cannot retreat. I have to make sure that I grab the MIC and make sure that whatever I spit comes from the MIND.
Yeah, most of these rap kaffers are polony, listerosis, bull thumbless jerky. The mamzo, I swear like the Fugees, I'ma kill him slowly. In mid-cities, niggas know me, I'm an OG. All my old shit, they OD. If you owe me money, homie, you better pay me. Do better, this is that intellectual disability. This shit is 730, crazy. I want make babies. Shit. Yeah, okay. It's off the hook. We gon' go more on shit. Cause homie got some track. Yo, can you please hit us with respect while we at it? Cause yo, Osmic, what is born for jumping in a cypher? This is how it was always done, you know what I mean? So you always jump, man, and feed off the energy, you know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
Let's go.
My sneaks little dirty, but you better put respect. I'm broke, little nigga, but you better put respect. Woo. Yo, might nick that. Man.
Let's go back again. Start it again. Mark out. Edit that shit out. Do you need it, man?
My sneaks little dirty, but you better put respect. I'm broke, little nigga, but you better put respect. Woo. The whole hood probably know nigga need respect. My deep yo chick might lick that boy, but still nigga better put respect. 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 Weekend I'm taking your bitch, got a best dress on, that mistress better be quick. I cannot boo y'all lames, I getting acquitted and feeling the fuck with my shit. Money, not a been about 20, 25, I get you things. Mini like, raw flicking that, kill. I'm version ain't shit. April fools. Speaking again, we know you got no goons. Homie, what he do? Pulling cans, we know that shit ain't cool. Bodies on the roof. Bitch, I'm tryna record you with the room. Nigga, fuck a jewel. Mama said my boy don't act a fool. What? My boy don't act a fool. My sneaks still dirty, but you better put respect.
Hey.
I'm broke, little nigga, but you better put respect.
Off the hook.
The whole hood probably know nigga need respect. My dick, your chick might lick that boy, but still nigga better put respect. 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 I can shoot a nigga from afar, ayy. You could tell the energy beyond, ayy. What the difference between a careful like me and a nigga about to be God, ayy. How you carry that booty top? Who your pops? Who your moms? It's a lot. You the op, here you flop. I got mop, I got gang, I got cool, not a plot, ayy. Waking up mad as shit, hitting it, still no time to brush my teeth. Boy, I'm black as shit. Don't you ever call my coffee tea. Michael Phelps and shit. Had to swim across in poverty. So I know I feel. Talk about you inside of your TV. Talk about you inside of your shit.
Whoa. Off the hook, baby. Off the hook. Yeah. Yo, shout out, C, you know what I mean? Yo, Catfish in the building. And you know how we move differently, son. You heard this shit. This is like, you heard this shit? You heard the man, get the out of here, man. Get the fuck out of here. Off the hook. Yo. We're gonna go after we done, son. Now, yo, we going on the next one. You going on the you want water, son? We going on the next one. You know what I mean? Got a dope collabo. I mean, I came across your cats' videos. Like, shit, man. I like the energy you put up there. I like the whole style of the videos. Like, you know, that shit. Like, when I checked your cats' videos, like, you know, and I used to watch videos back in the day. I used to record like Channel O videos when that shit used to start. We used to leave that shit on record so that we don't miss anything, you know what I mean? And like those are the type of videos like how you guys came through showing your hood. I mean, suddenly it's like it reminds me of my hood, basketball and shit. So and your guys' energy together is really nice, man. You know, you should also keep that up. And I mean, I know you guys are solo artists, but don't let that go, man. Like you sound nice together, really dope energy. And I only see big shit for you cats. Straight up, I ain't even gassing y'all up. I don't have a gas lighter. Okay, yeah. Marco, can you please hit us with the drug test freestyle?
How we going in?
Yeah, increase the beat a little bit. Yeah, let's go. Off the hook, baby. Episode 5.
Whoa.
Yeah. Go.
Not a surprise that it's all facetious. The Bible and Jesus is not the sky for the ground beneath us. Close bracket, it's not enough seeing how the bleeders, the scarred believers had a couple leases, so time leave us.
I'm not a human, I'm breathing either. You not a believer, walking on water, walking on bodies I didn't collect. Put on a facade as if I got me some shit to address, assuming what they paying is attention and hell of respect.
My Sabbath, a sun sabbatical, lateral, adderall lines. Imagine a time travel, the Mac of the probably resides in minds. That's quite the magical ecstasy. I'ma let you decide if he die in the sight collateral.
Collateral damage, and I'm just waiting to figure it out. Mysterious energies, I'll be walking, we dripping a drought. Wouldn't catch a line if you were swimming the surface, open the flow, freeze. Bitch, we on 1,000 degrees.
Refuse to pour this, refuse the lecture. Strappers told you to reduce the pressure, cause a few setters transmute the letter, Medusa cheddar. FaceTime with internet bitches like high Alexa. Play me dirty when I FaceTime, probably with copper hacklers.
Cop a deuce and I throw a noose on my enemies. Niggas on the net is only real as they pretend to be. Fuck them, I don't wanna be just another wanna be. I'm with the same niggas and Franco that's still recording me.
For some reason I'm upset. The cardiac cycle, a roller coaster that I offset. Pigs get a hassle inside my hood is a mud fest. Slim is the chance to get into me like a drug test, and you fuck with me.
Boys in the building, off the hook, baby. 7:30 shit.
That's the Catholic of the team, man.
Yeah, Catholic Cup.
That's it.
Can smooth it out.
Yo, you cats are dope, man. Fuck, man. You guys are getting me on the vibe right now, man. And I got this liquor in me too, so shit. Y'all are straight up off the hook, man. I think Val has always got cats that'll bring the heat, man. Like, straight up.
There's a lot of cats, bro.
And you cats are like one of them, and I think you're gonna put a big map. You're gonna put like global map on that shit. Like me, I've been listening to the music, and it's touching. Yo, come here. Okay, my brothers, I appreciate you for coming through. Where can the people get you? Where can they find your music? Just let them know when's the next project. Yeah.
Yo, it's a lot.
There's a lot.
There's a lot.
They can find me on Instagram. It's Seac Adkins, SEAC _Adkins. They can find me on Facebook.
Yeah.
They can find me on YouTube, all under the same name, Seac Adkins.
Yeah.
And like my music is available on every platform. When we're talking about upcoming projects, I have an EP I was working on. It's called Detour EP.
Yeah.
It's a trap EP. You know, I'm trying to just like the waters.
Let loose a little bit.
I'm taking a detour.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be dropping.
Oh, that's why it's called Take a Detour.
Yeah, real
word.
Yeah, I'll be dropping it like I haven't like verified yet, but like between December and November, I'll be dropping a project. Then I got a mixtape also I'm working on that will probably drop it next year.
Yeah, keep us on the look, because you know Off the Hook is also working on an Off the Hook tape. So you know when we cook up the beats and get the shit ready, it's gonna be fire.
Yeah.
Yo, where can they get you, K?
On Instagram, you can find me at I sell audio crack. And then on SoundCloud, it's just
audio
Kayslim.
crack. So you selling audio, son? You pushing that shit in the streets? Well.
On the internet too.
Know what I mean? Yeah. Online, baby, worldwide.
Yeah, worldwide, bro.
Shit.
And then I'm on SoundCloud too at Kayslim and on YouTube at Kayslim.
It's lovely, fellas.
Yeah.
I'm so happy I had you guys here, man. I appreciate it so much, man. This is like for the books. You know, I got y'all for the books.
Real shit.
But I appreciate you.
Just make some history.
Sure, man. Word. It's Rozzy the MC in the building. You know, I'm out here with Osmic. You know, back to the city. You know, the man himself, Ace of Spades. What up, though?
I'm good, brother. How you doing? Afternoon or morning? So afternoon to everyone in, what would this be? Or morning, everyone watching us in Africa. Evening to everybody in the States.
Malweni.
And middle of the morning to those in around China area. Because right, we speak to the world, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't know if you remember our first interaction, dog. But
remind me though.
It goes so way back. It's like ritual stores, you know.
That's a long time ago.
You're still with, if I get the name right, Dylan.
Oh yeah. That's like So that's like 20, maybe like 19 years ago.
Yeah, that's fucking that time. And I was selling T-shirts at like in Newtown, and then my bro was moving around. He's like, "Yeah, there's a store here, man. You just go there." And then we came. I actually left my stuff there. For consignment. Like,
cool.
Left hats, you know, couple of T-shirts.
Yeah, that was when the culture was very innocent, I guess.
You know? And at that time, I remember even leaving that. We also left our music, and you gave me you know what you gave me? Yeah, you gave me a tape out there. You gave me Hell's Kitchen.
Oh snap!
Shit, and that shit had some really dope shit in it. It had yak balls. It had Township Frequency. I think it had also distant relatives. Was it distant relatives? No.
That's distant relatives.
Yeah,
you got it right.
And I think also had Horace Vaughn.
That's long ago.
Yeah, man. So that's from the time, and that's
prime material.
It's also crazy because even after that, then because that time I was telling you cats that I'm going to Durban. I actually went to Durban. And I don't know if you know this or whatever. So I worked with Brandswell there in Durban. Mm-hmm. And I remember because we're doing the Sprite gig, right? We had the Sprite account, Coke. And they wanted to do this tour bus in the studio and everything. And I remember because you guys were, Back to the City was already on the Sunday City Press spread that time. I'm like, you guys should hit them up, right? There was some brand managers at Sprite. And then I told them, if you want to get the target audience, go speak to these guys, Osmic and whatever. Because after that, I saw you got Sprite and it worked out. So
of course, it
was dope. Because Tabang, his brother was Brandswell.
Yeah,
owner.
Yes.
So that's how I was like, because and then I saw, it's lovely how shit happens in the world.
But that's how the world should be working.
Yeah.
That when you see something good and you think you can assist someone from wherever you are, you should be able to create those links. You know, it doesn't have to be like right boom. You know, if you're there and you can assist someone else by whatever move that you're doing, that's how it should be. You know,
is up and this is toys. And can you please tell us how did you start Back to the City? Like the idea of starting Back to the City.
Well, the point of it was, how do we celebrate this culture using this passion called hip hop, and also how do we celebrate and recognize this day called Freedom Day, because it was on Freedom Day. And because I've always deemed Freedom Day to be the most important day in the history of our country,
Just hold your mouth. Come here. Just hold on. Come here.
The young homie wants to start in. The young homie wants to be the co-host.
And he was behaving the last time. Come here.
The co-host.
Because his mother was here. Come here, dog. Come here.
That's the co-host, So the whole point was how do we put, obviously, the culture in this one space, and how do we recognize and celebrate the special day called Freedom Day? And I think that was the point of it.
Yeah, and that's like the biggest festival in Africa.
Yeah, with lots of pushing forward and lots of complicated problems, but passion leads. We're here because of passion. We do it so that your co-host at some point can come to the festival,
Yeah, and then how with the South African Hip Hop Awards. Sorry, my bro. We're gonna go get.
Co-host want to ask a question there.
Who's the question? Who's the question?
Co-host.
How did you get your name Osmic?
Osmic. Ask the question, co-host.
How did you come up with the name Osmic?
Osmic. I like that. So I mean, you just touched on the Hip Hop Awards. So once again, with a similar way of the festival, the idea was to say, how do we celebrate each other in the culture?
Yes.
How do we recognize the dude who has just got that big brand partnership, the dude who's just done something, amazing. How do we celebrate the guy who's just sold this, or the graffiti artist who just did this, or the clothing label that just did all these amazing achievements, and I think that's was or is the point of these awards. And somehow the other day I had to call someone from the team to verify, like, is this correct? It says 11th annual. And he's like,
11th,
it's the 11th annual.
It's really fucking dope,
and
man.
This festival is the 15th annual.
Yeah, that's amazing.
So it's sort of, it's crazy.
And the Hip Hop Museum?
So the museum has been something that's been in construction for the last 5 years.
Yes.
And the purpose of it is literally to preserve,
Yes.
Just like what you're doing here, these stories, this is a way of preservation. But now we're trying to create a space where actually artifacts, whether it be a person's manuscripts, whether it be a person's tape or CD or vinyl,
Yes.
can sort of be preserved, or the story of all these amazing achievements, whether it be from an Emil or the BBK guys, or some prolific DJ. That's the whole point.
That's amazing, my bro. And what is the South African Hip Hop Association?
So that association, I think we made that announcement, 2 years ago about it. I think we just put out like the logo to sort of conscientize people. So everything we do, we like to conscientize and put it out so people can start having ideas, thinking about it, so that by the time it hits, people are like, oh, snap, we saw the wave coming, And the whole point of it, once again, is to protect. So we're celebrating, right? That's the festival. We are documenting, preserving. That's the museum.
Yeah.
So awards are recognizing. The festival is celebrating. Association is protecting.
That's a lovely thing, because there's a lot of stuff that we've lost. There's Robo's footage that Cats had, and there's a lot of stuff that are not well documented, and I feel like we've lost because we weren't cognizant of like how the digital era would be so much at the current state that we're in, that basically TV is becoming also like, we can also compete with you guys, or actually work and create content, and it's available. So that is something that I appreciate what you guys are doing. And then with events, because there's a lot of promoters and even artists themselves who do events out there. What is your advice to them? Because sometimes there's not really much money in it, 20 Rand events, and then the guy has to pay artists, and there's all those intricacies in doing something like that, and to still have the courage and sponsors not being available. What is your advice to those guys that actually do so much and get nothing out of that whole event?
I think if you do it with a purpose and you do it correct planning, all the money in the world will come. So I don't sit there and think back to the city, I want the money, I'm going to make this money. No. My thing is, how do I put out the craziest stage? How do I make the biggest stage? How do I create the biggest VIP deck? How do I create the biggest bar? How do I bring the craziest cool internationals that influenced us? How do I, you know what I mean? How do we paint those graffiti pillars? How do we do all these things? And the money will figure itself out. And literally, it sounds like, I'm talking some wishy-washy stuff, but that's how it is. Because when you do that stuff and you create that value, people that seek that value will see it, and they will recognize it, and they'll say, yo, we want to get some of that value that you've created. That's
lovely. And then how did Ritual Store begin? Like, how did it start to have that institution? Because when you go to the city, you go and chill here, max out here. How did that whole thing start?
Well, the whole thing, I think once again, it's seeing at the time, this is years ago, I just come out of high school, and was how I was seeing all these amazing things happening, whether it's the graffiti dudes, because I was one of them, whether it's the b-boy dudes, I was one of them, whether it was the rappers, whether it was the whatever elements of the culture it was. And I just felt like, imagine once again if you had one space where people can consume this thing, whether you purchasing a CD, whether you're purchasing a cap or whether you're bringing music or interacting, bonding or connecting. And that is how that idea was born.
That's dope. How do you manage all this shit? Like, how do you manage doing graffiti, dabbling in some rap, DJing? Like, how do you manage all of that? Like, having those elements close to you, because as a MC, that's the most, like, those are our, like, Dragon Ball Z's. Those are, like, our powers. How do you manage to at least get more than one element involved in your lifestyle?
Yeah. Well, because I've been doing it for a long time. So I've been painting for 24 years. Been rapping for like. And didn't you get arrested? Years. Well, I've done all those things. You know,
for painting.
We've done all those things, and I think once again the most valuable thing is passion is the driver.
Yeah.
Because you know I wake up hip hop, I sleep hip hop. When I brush my teeth, I'm hip hop. You know, when I drove here, I was playing hip hop.
What track were you playing when you got here?
I was playing one of the Griselda songs.
All right.
You know, so that's the hip hop I come from.
All right.
You know, so.
Any Griselda artists, hopefully in the future?
You never know, man. You'll never know.
You guys need to just stay out there, man. We're at least like throwing those hints, man. You're not fly guy shit, Betty the Bush. Yo, Conway, what up? Okay, that's lovely, us. We really appreciate you coming through to Off the Hook, because basically me just starting this is that we chill like Kulabona in the corners and we talk hip hop with cats and like we rap and that. Because before we never had social media, we never had these outlets where we can actually show people how other MCs are good. Like, you know what I mean? It always just ends in the streets. And like, so my platform, basically Off the Hook, as the name says itself, is to just give those people that are off the hook in whatever they do, you know, and we hip hop biased, but this ain't only hip hop, film, fashion, lifestyle, culture. So we're all about that and pushing the boundaries. And I want to basically, my plan is to be around for a very long time. So I appreciate you coming through and and hopefully next year we will be broadcasting from back to the city, son. Anything's possible, you know.
Anything is possible.
You know, you have to put it to the universe and let everything happen. So I don't know, Mr. Horace Vaughn, Ace of Spades, if you got a little something for us, can I drop a beat?
I'm sure I could do some.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop, hit me with the...
It's not like a yin-yang tween beat, because...
No. I'm gonna play that second beat. Hit me with Off the Hook, beat 2.
As long as we do it together.
I flex
right?
with you.
I flex together, right? Okay.
Yeah. Hey, yo, back to the city. I'm chilling with Osmic. He gave me that Hell's Kitchen tape. I figured out yak balls like a horse.
I gave you that tape, it was fake. No delay, no debate. Ace is always great, no really debate. But then again, I told you already, these cats, they say they masters. You know why? Cause they debate. You could figure it out, put the two words together. Let's go.
Yo, cause the Swazi, the MC, I master ceremonies. The Black Jedi, I stay true to the flow. Son, finessing on the flow. I'm moving on like Michael Jackson. I got gorillas on the moon. Don't fuck with my goons.
We got the gorillas on the moon. That's why these cats is nothing but goons. I'm ready on a different platoon. You spoke about the flow, but I'm concurrently the current. That's why my currency is currently way beneath, way below, way beneath. You can't think. Yo, you try to figure it out, you better try to touch the belly to the waist, cause you wasted way beyond the navel belly. Oh my God, this is he. Who is he? The Ace of Spades. He here to do this thing swiftly.
Swiftly, moving and rocking steady, cause the microphone always stays shady. Son, you know I'ma rock the mic every time I spit nice.
Gonna rock the mic and put it under pressure so it can crack. I'll let you figure out that whole step. That's why, man, these cats, man, they wanna rock, but then again they mishaps, cause they misstep and they half stepped, and that's why they got simply half to death. Like I'm trying to be. That's why you need to understand we unique MCs.
Yeah, unique MCs. Can you imagine that what hip hop did? Now Osmic can listen to Griselda moving in the rolling shit.
Yo, man, I never drove here, I flew here. But then again, I told you, man, you better choose how these cats, man, they give me the cold stare. Like I just put them out the freezer. But of course, man, that thing was just a teaser.
Yeah, just a teaser. You know we go into back to the city. It's gonna be fly, MC's gonna be nice, and the shorty's gonna be hot.
The shorty's gonna be hot, temperature gonna be 90 or 80. That's why I'm telling you already, man. These cats out here, they tend to damn be lazy. I'm saying, yo, be practical, be practical,
and do
be
the
practical.
do the damn thing and don't procrastinate. Stay focused, just focus on your grind. And as Osmic said, you gotta plan those promotions. If you're trying to book an artist, make sure you focus, man. Off the hook, thank you,
Off the
Mark.
hook.
Appreciate
Off the
it.
hook,
Had my
man.
brother Osmic had me on the vibe here, just freestyling nicely,
Word
man.
up.
We happy, yo. So this is gonna fly when back to the city would already happened. So we just success and everything, and for growth, more growth. So what is born?
Peace and love, brother. Thank you for the platform once again. I always say these things, they outlive all of us at some point. We're going to be 80 years of age and watching it, laughing about it. So, I always try to speak to people in the future. So those that are watching this in the future, understand that a lot of these things that we've been able to do or we do came from a lot of hardships. So whatever that is that you're doing now, 50, 80 years from now, and you're watching this, understand that such platforms are what sort of got you who's watching to the place where you're at now.
Word, appreciate it. Thank you, Oz. And all the best for the first.
Peace, peace.
My son, I'm trying to show him the ropes, and he's being the other time he wasn't a troublemaker, bro. Today,
Yeah. Nah, he's in that.
and because we're trying to show our kids like what we do, and I think maybe at a certain age, right? He'll be fine. I think maybe now it's too early. It's
How
too
old
much
is he?
chaotic. He's 3.5.
Oh man, he's at an age where he's very explorative and
Yeah, right.
yeah.
So yeah, I can give him that, and at least it's not too bad. But I try my best, man, because I feel like that's what we needed as young kids, to be shown around certain things that a lot of people didn't show us. Like nobody told us, yo, this is how you do a hip hop event. This is how you record. This is how you. We had to learn that shit on our own. You know what I mean?
I remember, just getting into the scene. It was just a matter of listening to music and trying to figure it out and what this hip hop thing was. Even though a lot of people were like, "Yo, you are hip hop," I didn't even see it up until I was in high school, where a lot of my peers were literally into the hip hop space and they were hip hop heads, and I was trying to figure out things like, yo, what is a cipher? What is a freestyle? What are the elements and all of those things? So yeah, we live and we learn, and it's just the world is a space where we explore and we engage. Yeah.
Yeah, that's lovely. Can you please introduce yourself to the peoples out there, off the hookers?
Man, I'm Aqua.El, live and direct 1754. That's what I represent. West End's finest MC. I'm a rapper. I'm a passionate hip hop head, man. Yeah.
And how did your interaction with hip hop begin? Actually, with music, because I feel like music is the larger things. Come sit with me.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think for me, it was just what my parents were listening to, what was playing on television and radio.
Yeah.
So I think being very fortunate growing up in an urban space where you have access to all of these things, so it's just absorbing it. But as a kid, I wasn't into music. I just loved it because it just makes you dance, makes you feel good. I describe it as a timeless emotion. So I think it was until high school when I sort of figured out I love this rap thing because it had a narrative.
Yeah.
And some of the most powerful songs and records that I've heard were based on that timeline. So they were very much speaking to what I was going through. So I was like, yo, I can relate to this.
Yeah.
And then figuring out that there are other kids who are doing the same thing that I'm doing. You know what I mean? So they were like, yo, you dope with this. So why don't you just try it out? And that's how I ended up, being hooked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then how did you come up with your alias?
It was crazy. A friend of mine, shout out to B Prime, aka Paradigm. This was around maybe 2002, I think.
Yeah.
And I just discovered this crew. They were from my hometown, so I had just dropped out of school.
Yeah.
So I was literally just not having any ideas or doing anything. So he was like, "Yo, man, you flow like water, right? Plus my star sign is Aquarius, so he was like, just makes sense because you just an Aquarian element. So that's how Aqua.El came about. So obviously Aquarian element is quite long, so I just shortened it to Aqua.El. Yeah,
that's dope. And then when did you actually take it serious? Like, cause you know you could be like, I'm gonna do this shit, and you rapping. Was there ciphers in your school? There
were ciphers in high school. I mean, I was in high school at the height, I think, of what the golden era is depicted as in South Africa. This is like your late 90s,
but mischief,
early 20,000. So we had mischiefs and your snazzes, and I think Stogie was coming up.
Primary school was the hip hop. Were you guys freestyling?
Nah. Primary school, I wasn't like I was just. It was just a thing. Kids used to beatbox and b-boy. I used to be fascinated about it, but I was never in it. But it was in high school.
Yeah, that era, golden era.
Yeah, I literally just got hooked in high school, and I started rhyming. And I figured that I was
Specs.
yeah, and Sfiso Sedan.
Yeah, my man, dudes. Shout out to Sfiso. I tried to get him on the podcast, and my homie's like, yo, I don't do interviews, but it's cool though.
Yeah. So I mean, those are the dudes that really sort of inspired me. So when you were listening to them, because it was also a matter of fact that I was I think shout out to Prophets of the City, because I think they also played a pivotal role in terms of just tuning me into the frequency of this music. So it was just a matter of like, these kids are doing it and these dudes are inspiring, but these are also people that are not far-fetched. So if you listen to Nas is in the US. Yeah. Here's a kid, let's say 12 Nights or Frozen Tears or Maradona. These are people that you are, your peers, they probably like a couple of years younger than you or older than you, and you can literally relate to them and they're super dope. So that was like, inspiring, Like
Robo, like, you know what I mean?
Damn,
what an amazing MC, man. Oh shit.
Yeah, man. I mean, he's crazy. I think Robo the Technician was crazy. There was I think at Rap Activity Jam they did this record. They played this record called 7 Day Theory. I think it was Robo and Omo, and I was like, damn, this is crazy. Right? And I think the essence of it, or the purity of that time period, was the fact that hip hop was just so raw. It wasn't commercialized. Kids were doing what they felt.
Yeah, because he says that your fly fubu on the core.
Yeah,
that your fly fubu ain't gonna make. I just forgot the line though.
Yeah.
Come on, sit down.
So I mean, that period was just lovely. And I think for me as a young kid, getting into that particular space, young man is.
Salapants, come sit close to me. Salapants,
come.
I gotta. Dude, I'm trying to show him the ropes and now you're beating me up. I'm trying to show you the ropes, dog. But it's cool though. Don't worry. I know you make mistakes. It's fine.
Cute kid. But yeah. I mean, lost my train of thought. But the essence of it is.
You're like, it's not about the fly things and like it was more the essence of the lyricism.
It was literally just outwitting each other, being the best.
Coming
you know what I mean?
The best like line and like how can you like shit?
So we used to look up ciphers because we were like, yo man, who's gonna say the craziest bars or rhymes? We used to call it lines.
Or like even your wordplay. How do you? Because there's a lot of lines that have been said, but sometimes it's how you say it.
The interpretation thereof, how you narrate that particular line and captivate the mind of the audience. And that was very, very powerful for me to experience. And the moment that I could sort of express that in pen form, just writing, because I'm into creative writing. So the moment I was able to engage the audience with just spitting some raps, I was like, yo, I could do this. But I think at that time, growing up, you're not really taking it seriously because you're still figuring things out. You know what I mean? But early on, when I got to be part of Thoroughbred Program, which is a crew in Kagiso.
Right.
We started doing crazy things and doing a lot of shows and doing a bit of touring here and there.
How was the challenges with the shows? I mean, I was just speaking to Osmic about that, so it would be nice to get a take on you because I was doing Off the Hook shows in Durban and I know it shows there's a lot of challenges.
It's crazy because I mean, you know, there isn't a really large hip hop audience, you know, contrary to popular belief in SA. So I think because we live in an urban setting, you know, you perceive it as like there's a large audience. But a lot of people are not really into hip hop. They love rap music, you know what I mean? But they're not like, you know, avid fans of the culture and so forth. So,
and the ones that are, it's all the MCs.
Yeah, the MCs.
They want to be on the lineup.
And they never want to support you. They're like, they always critique stuff, you know what I mean? So, and I think that's the mindset we really got to dissolve, because this is a network and we don't realize how powerful we are by just engaging, interacting, and networking, because we have a culture.
Yeah.
So all we just need to do is just, you know, collaborate and put each other on. If there's a window of an opportunity where you can see, yo, I think that dude can fit in, I definitely plug you in, you know what I mean? And I think that's the downfall of South African hip hop culture, and the fact that, you know, now we're fighting the mainstream animal that has, you know, the power
to get the people,
which is the economy, you know?
Yeah, because at the end of the day, it's that. And actually, that's one thing I was saying. I was even saying, you know, with Amapiano being a global music from South Africa, this is the better time to actually put hip hop underground to the world, because someone will be like, oh, Amapiano. And don't you think if you promote your hip hop underground or whatever, someone is going to be searching South African music. They're going to stumble, oh, hip hop.
Exactly.
Underground hip hop. So people need to stop whining, man, and just put in the quality work. That's how I feel about it, you know?
Yeah. And the sad thing is that there's so many artists that are talented, that are putting in work. And I think there's a bit of a discourse between, or disconnect between, you know, putting the music out there on these platforms and then creating the music, because the music just stays on the internet.
It stays, yeah.
And then, I mean, there's algorithms. So if you don't really if you're not popular, if you got
it's
something that's
trending,
it's literally going to drown and you're going to be a dead fish in water. So it's not really going to make a
So
difference.
how do you go around that? What's your take on that?
The crazy thing is, I dropped my first album.
Because I was listening to your tape.
Thanks, appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. So, and the idea behind the tape was, you know, I was really going to put it out and market it, but then COVID hit, because we kept on postponing it, because I was doing so many other things.
So the same thing as me, because me too, like, I was like planning to drop it in like April.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I'm stuck. I and I dropped it anyway. I was like, fuck it.
The crazy thing is that I hooked up with Catacomb, so I had some input on his tape, which was Only You. So he did a sort of an EP where he was showing appreciation and love to one of the iconic characters, which is Brahu. So on him dropping that iconic project, he was like, yo, can you just, you know, do something for us? So I then hooked up. We did a record called So It Seems, and then from there I then, you know, engaged with Point Blank, and they then came up with this crew called Silverback. So we did Silverback. So I kept on pushing my project back, like, yo, I got this project, these tapes coming out, and then 2020 hit, COVID hit. I was like, you know what? F it, I'm gonna put up this tape for free, and people will just be able to access it and listen to it and appreciate it. If it's dope, it's dope. If they don't resonate with it, that's okay. You know what I mean? I'll live and learn. And the feedback has been amazing, man. It's been crazy. But I think, again, like I said, it's just having those channels, having those people that are subject experts, you know, to say, this is how you do it. This is how you get plugged in. We got a very small industry, so the chances of there being gatekeepers is quite
a
high.
lot. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
it's quite high.
But I think also just expatiating just beyond the borders of South Africa, because, you know, you limit it to South Africa, you might not necessarily break through. So, but if you expatiate it into like Chinese markets, even the continent of Africa, I mean, you know, the population here is massive. So imagine if you sell just 150,000 copies of your tape, you know, independently to the market here on the continent, and maybe you get another 70,000 in Europe because they got buying power.
Yeah,
you good. You know what I mean? You good.
That's what someone did say. Nota said that he's gonna be on the next part.
Yeah.
He did say that. Think about it. There's so much here that if you think about the market, it's so much clearer. You can get more than you trying to break into the American market.
Bro,
it's more difficult in America.
Yeah, because
here it's easier. You just need to have a solid strategy, and because the numbers are here, you know, the numbers exist here.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, hey, man, I appreciate you coming through to the show.
It's love, man.
You know, and we just have a convo, and it's how it is. I'm not a person that's gonna be it's your bio, dog.
Nah, that's crazy.
It feels so
man. Beautiful
separates
element.
things, you know what I mean?
It adds a beautiful element because it's child friendly, but
You know what I
you know
mean?
what I mean. So yeah, that's crazy.
So we're going into my favorite time.
Yeah.
It's my favorite hour right now. It's the bars, baby. And I
Bars.
see another MC just came through, so it's nice. Everything's moving smooth. Oh,
Beautiful,
Mark, we're going to start with that beat I sent you, right? You chose the second one, right?
The first one.
You chose the first one.
I think, yeah.
Can I have Off the Hook one? Mark, you have to keep quiet now.
Whoa. Off the hook.
Yeah. Off
Lozy
the
the
hook,
MC,
baby.
live and direct. It's Aqua.El.
Yeah.
I got a couple of tapes coming out. Episode 1 in my album titled Drum Clocks and Angels.
Yeah.
Look out for that.
Uh-huh.
Yo. Through cognitive dissonance, that's how I vision it. When an album drops, I hope it captures the same Caucasians. It's the mainstream vibe, but I'm just freestyling cause I just lost my words. I'm a nerd, I grab the microphone and leave your rhymes blurred. The vision is like cat's purr. I'm maneuvering through the ciphers. I decipher codes and probably put my name in a barcode so I can get the numbers for the lottery. Yo, this is robbery pottery. I'm just building up the lyrical legacy. I'm out here with Lozy the MC. We just cascading cause we off the hook. Maybe it's bars, maybe it's hinges. I grab the microphone cause these rappers need syringes. Blood in the veins, splatter, shatter MC's brains and come back with dark matter. It doesn't matter cause I think it's the African New Year. I grab the microphone, my man is drinking root beer. The kid is kinda cool here, but I see a lot of cats. My dude sitting over there. Grab the microphone, he gave me an overstare. Listen, I grab the microphone cause I got these rappers wishing that they were me. Take a bite of the apple, that's Adam and Eve. I have to relieve myself from the stress that I get. I grab the microphone and I just project, yeah, off the top of the dome. I walk around with a Jesus piece. The West Rand needs some remedy. My homeboys wanna hit the club. Tell the Niger boys we need therapy. I pull a plug on my enemies. Yo, pretty girls taking 9 shots of that Hennessy. Y'all run a game cause I'm on a killing spree. From the underground to the mainstream, I'm Jesus in a gray suit sipping Grey Goose. Epidemic when I hit the streets. I hit the needle, get that vein popping. Dropping logic just to make a profit. I'm a thoroughbred, I'm a god king. Pegasus building pyramids. I got y'all guessed up on that Schindler's List. It's AQ, Aqua.El. Cypher magnetic, lyrical rhyme skills. These rappers are pathetic. Aqua season, so facetious, floating over Egypt, over weekends, moms over weeping, crystal math, pistol blast, domes be leaking. Yo, we grieving, cause souls be leaving. Oh, we grieving, music therapy, using remedies, use telepathy to navigate the Joburg scene, cause so it seems, it's so extreme. The gas mask, we slowly breathe. I open sea, I dope MC, and I hope to see the planted seed of this golden age. Planted tree, microphone, Aqua.El, yo, off the top of the dome, off the hook,
baby, off
Spazzing.
the hook. Yeah, yo, that's freestyle, top of the dome. You can hear, man. It ain't a game out here. Off the hook, dog.
That's what we do, bro.
We're Aqua here, man. You better support the brother. And we go into the beat. You know, hey, that beat is hard, man. Shit.
Is it?
Can you hit us with Aqua.El, Mark?
Shout outs to Matrix, man. This is off my first album. This title Survive. Yeah. You keep preaching that I need to survive and keep breathing. Make me swallow my pride, my speech even. Infinite rhyme styles designed to exist beyond the measured timelines. We deciphering ciphers in a high rise to escape Hades. From the bus stop to the train station, my brain pacing from all of the rage caged in. I drew life's inspiration from ink pages. Channel surfing, bootleg motherboard. And my pen scribbles are riddled with pros and cons, cause I flow beyond Joburg's frozen ponds. Flashbacks of where we've been before. And sniffer dogs in the schoolyard. Drug evasion, maladministration. Tycoons with new cars, young girls with new scars. The city has no pity for those that crash and burn. A pixelated animal that's animated in truth. The square root of evil. This pickpocketing monopoly system is evil. Yeah. Keep surviving in the matrix. An everyday struggle. Yes, sir. Keep surviving in the city. An everyday struggle. Come on. Keep surviving in the township. Everywhere. An everyday struggle. Yo. Keep surviving in these streets. Every day.
Hazardous harness, harvest a provocative printout module. Audio transistors transmit a metropolis virus on this modern age art piece that's peeling off the walls of what once was. Cause poverty-stricken families be pinning their last hopes on a lottery ticket. My modesty thickens. You are a commodity which is expandable in a drum factory. My poetry feeds on the shades of trees. We working aimlessly, searching for that matching paper piece. Centered on the arc of industrial funk fusion. This is art music designed to nurture souls of men. We may be breathing for now with unanswered questions, but my fascination with the planet matrix got me feeding the crowd the simple science of a pigeon's flight. Without medicine, they keep telling you that the sick will die. Cause without medicine, the sick will never, never die. Yes, sir. Live and direct. Let's go. Keep surviving in the matrix. An everyday struggle. Keep surviving in the township. Yes, sir. An everyday struggle. Keep surviving in the township. Yeah. An everyday struggle. Keep surviving in these streets. Every day, day. Keep surviving. An everyday struggle. Keep surviving in the city. Yes, sir. An everyday struggle. Come on. Keep surviving in the townships where we live. An everyday struggle. Yes, sir. Keep surviving in the streets. Rosebank, Santon. Every day we need to survive, man. Live and direct. Energy of the gods.
Shit, man. That's too fly, man. Some
Yeah.
hard shit. Thank you for coming through.
Much
Appreciate it.
appreciated, Brody.
Yeah, man.
Love, man. Love,
Can you
love,
please
love.
let the people know where they can get you?
You can get me on the western side of town, but I'm kidding, man. Facebook, it's Aqua.El, so that's AQUA.EL. You can catch me on Instagram, Aqua.El,
Yeah.
and then Art Fiction Music on YouTube, man. Yeah.
That's lovely. Go check out the brother I felt. You
Check
heard
out
the
the stuff,
bars,
man,
man.
yeah.
And you know, guys, give us, you know, we have to intern, man. And I encourage you guys to do the same things to your kids, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
As difficult it is, but sometimes it has to be done, you know. And I just have to do this, you know, for
Yeah.
also the legacy and the history.
Bring a
At
toddler
least he
kid
has
to
something,
work.
you know what I mean? So
This
and
is great. It's
Heritage
inspiring.
Day, you
It's
know what I mean?
inspiring, yeah.
So this is he's hip hop heritage.
Yeah.
So I had to bring him in.
And I hope all the employers are actually watching
Come
this
up.
because they can see how troublesome kids can be. And, you know, we need
They
we
need
need
some
flexible
pressures.
hours for people that are working, you know, hectic hours. So, yeah. Department of Labor, change your laws.
Yeah, shout out, Aqua.
Yeah, man. Peace, love, and energies.
Sure. The Tsonga rapper in the motherfucking house. Yeah. We got a dope MC in the house. It's hustle all over his t-shirt. He a hustler. He keeping 100. And you know, he coming through 100%. He still got gigs to go through. This is episode 5 off the hook, baby. We ain't playing. We smashing out here. You heard we had some dope MCs already in the building. Now it's on, son. What up, Fred? To introduce yourself. What about to there? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Ayo, it's Tsonga Rap God, ne? Mang
Yeah.
teba, bangwan abang tebe. But let me start it from the basics.
Yeah.
It's Tsonga Rap God.
Eh.
If you wanna be familiar with me, if you're not, ne?
Yeah.
Here's the easiest way.
Yeah.
Go to Google, type TSONGARAPGOD.
Yeah, kukulisha. That's googling. Yeah, kukula.
Then you know.
You know what I mean?
You'll
gonna
know
find-
what you're dealing
gonna
with.
find
Know what I'm
what they
saying?
heat, man.
Cause yeah, I'm out here, man, for the love of hip hop, for the culture and all that, man. Producing bars, dope music, classics, you know, everything we can do.
Australia, how did you get into hip hop?
It's a long ass story, but yeah, let me summarize it. Okay, I was a little kid, 2001. I don't know what happened. I was angry, ne? I needed something to unleash that
An
anger.
outlet.
We are tall, ne?
Pull me
so,
there, sure.
I bust the freestyle out of the blue, and I was like, "What the f? I can do this." Okay, then I started doing it from then. No.
Yeah.
So it's been from 2001, probably 2 decades and a year, right?
Yeah.
In this shit. Noticed, unnoticed, but I was still in it for the love of the culture and all that movement. No. So it made me who I am. I was HKD, Hypnotic King of Disaster. Those who know my past, Then now I had to transform because of due to, you know, you grow and circumstances happen. So bang, Tsonga Rap God out here.
Whoa, that's dope, man. And music in general, Yona, when did your love of music beyond hip-hop, just music?
As in like music. Umculo, it's something special, you know. Because one thing I know is that you don't choose music, music chooses you.
Yeah.
That's one thing I've realized along the journey I've been walking. Okay, I was chosen by this age because, you know, okay, I always have this thing, but, you know, ups and downs and all that. I was one side, Nama GPE, DJ spoke on my nigga, then my main plug. Then he died, you know, then I had to pick up from there. That's when I decided to create Impe Manyato Entertainment. Then that's when I had to change from HKD to Tsonga Rap God, because HKD ended up being an artist. I got DJ spoke. Okay. So the nigga passed away. So, you know, and
you wanted to move on.
Yeah, you know, because
start something fresh.
And I'm saying, then turns out that it was Tsonga Rap God. Stop rapping English. Come back home.
Yeah, that's dope, man. I appreciate that you came back home. And how was the one mic experience?
Shit, that was dope. Because it kind of like made me grow somewhere, some point. Because as a battle MC, it helped me, because it made me understand. That's why there was battles, we Metro FM. Ne?
Yeah.
It came after shooting one mic. And it turned out good one mic, it was like a being lift and gym, like finding my strength, am I worth it? Then man figure we Metro FM, then boom, I became a champ for at least a month.
That's dope, man.
Week after week. So, but it was good after, because at least I happened to meet a future South African hip hop.
Yeah.
And then turns out good, at least I might be part of the future.
And then what's your plans going forward in terms of the music, releasing? What do you have for the future?
Okay, I think about what I have now. Currently, I drop a video. I hope we when it came alone, right? Came alone.
We drop in. Video
yeah, there's this one. It's Tsonga Rap God featuring Faradezem Khonzema.
Oh yeah.
Came alone.
Yes.
So I just dropped it, man. At least I'm not just sitting back because petty 2 albums.
Yeah, that's
ready.
the one I was sharing that video.
Yeah. Sure. So I have 2 albums ready for the people. So I'm gonna drop them. I won't even talk about my release date because I just wanna give you the music. So as soon as everything is done, the process I'm going through, you'll have the music. Expect 2 albums. Then after those 2 albums, it's not like ain't no time to stop.
That's dope, son. Because even here at Offthehook, we got an Offthehook tape, and I've got a nice beat I planned for you. But you'll be surprised. I don't want to take it out, check, because they motherfuckers jack shit. So I don't want to say the sample because they was in charge. And so where do you see yourself like next year?
Next year, I'm definitely going to be probably somewhere better than where I am now, because the plan is growing and improving always. Every second counts. That's why I'm on the move. Namanji, I'm still on the move. I'm not going to stop for anybody, because time waits for no man.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got to keep it moving, son.
That's how it is, bro.
And do you have plans in terms of with the music industry? What larger plans do you have, and in terms of the movement you guys are pushing? Is there cats coming up under
yes
that you're putting on?
There's a lot of kids, because I'm that type of person who's just looking at himself only, you know what I'm saying? We gotta take care of the youth, because every hood has intwana but nobody recognized that kid. And that kid will take time as a give. Be like, hey, pull me on, man. I can do this. And when because you're probably busy or whatever the problem is, I'll need his card. And that shit kind of like F up the whole game.
Yeah, because we have to teach the young ones. Me. That's why my kid is here, because I'm trying to put him on. Yeah,
exactly.
And actually, also, Bengne out to Mirel. I don't know if you checked episode 4. Beng Petu Mirel, a cat from Durban. He actually wants to do a track where Tsonga, Sotho rapper. And even
Holla
that
at
thing,
me.
because cats don't know, you can go to KZN and even though Machita will be like, you know what, man, how you spit, they'll be like, because music is not what you hear. It's you feel
You
that shit,
feel
the
it,
energy.
yeah.
They will hear, because certain things are like nguni. You can hear, okay, certain things.
This
So
is what he's saying. This is
I'm
what he's
definitely
saying.
going to link you up with Mirror. I think you and him, a track would be dope. Zulu, Tsonga,
Yeah,
that shit would
that's
be,
what I'm talking about,
So
RJ,
we
yeah.
definitely off the hook. We're going to make it happen. We're going to connect the brothers to make things happen.
Yeah, word,
and
word.
it's about that time for me, the bars, the lyrics, we're going to get it busy. Konja, you took the first beat, right?
You know.
We're going to start with Off the Hook. Mark, give us the first beat.
Yeah. I'm about to stand up for this, Because, I'm that type of cat who always up in this. Yeah. A lyrical messiah, the Tsonga Rap God. I make sure my spirit is high and I make combat me thought. Ne paint the perfect picture, Mona Lisa is dog. Tiketane ko politika and me tlanga like ball. Bom rap sala yesono, bafana na jom. Ntaba crash nga ko zolo, ba ni yesa accord. Case I'm in never duck way, but the delega rough on the commish kili shako penga, she extend my byong. Neba punchline, pasala ba homa me call. Neha he sate ene kite batoba matol. Metaphor ya hydrographic ba go, ba she bongo gonzo rashe kolo ongano bana she lol. Definition of MC, menani E. Bomb rapper stone cold, I suggest that they freeze. For Landela Ningena and Labantena Mandela like Winnie Madekezela or else and Taco Jepa, Ngako Stompy, Ngozi. I hope you notice. Ningena Yishkili, Yishpit in the Talari Hip in the Tanga the Zwepe, Chiki, Mutriki, Piti, Unges and the Zingenes at the busy. No west at the boss. Nigga got the scars. I'm out of this world like I've been spitting in Mars. Hip hop ain't dead, boy. We just living it up. Heavyweight lifting. What we just giving its bars. And vele leso swakal. Here's a microphone no teka wara makal. Na the floaty freestyle ta ko mangata. Chiki sa pitori story shamera tata. Songo tungwanza mala. Yes, I like waya chenesa keten jumpa. Sala pataka tenkate wako tala. Parmena na kawata nespetanga kwa natlanta. Toto mesa track kotola seme. I'ma break it fast kotola ragwen. Patatomba wufa lok mena ne feka. Kala ne khozo kan ba potoma before bate feta. 100 bars, yeah, shit song, I'm fana and it clean. I'm giving scars look on the coma, cause on it what pain. And lyrically, the bust at the flame, so insane. If you mimic me, with the face at the rage in your pace. Stemela sharepe, no jela you kuchu. Men and driver your corner, and it's zumba na bata nyok. Cause ne spana overtime and transport up chela soko poko nyoko rando la broco katero wakanto. Spoko poko sho chapa nyoko shit ajahi mansut. Tabona shanchela bolo. Hero bolo. XPL shit song and it's all yeshe bono etsotsi tale ne betana over sho endla nyoko he rhyme scheme ya drunk master logo abakumfu no go se xikara ka to go se nga ko fero kufu ne ka kwetlela story enga ko ntsala tibuku nga tiphunula tigulu malume okay ni khulu oh damn ne xikombo xa rap nga ko oh damn antebe taste cocaine mara xitsonga I'm the dope ass heavyweight nge yere wrestling antaba go back reincarnation ya hip hop homie you really so death ndlaya bom rap ka reign of terror till the soul crash ya hela fana ba hemba they will go mad I'm so bad rap and like a hot beat like proverb ne problem nga ko pro kid a flow for dope cats the punchline the what the tail nga ko shangu enkarhi wa mina wo hisa ne tlola na jambu wo skri tava kokola nga ko endyango ntsotso ka G7 balaba ko nyesa ndako papa dog new age ma willis in the Chicago high grade ne jate green nga ko ne ko kezwabo skili xa nona enga ko emadwale bavo ne mbore ya ntshava a xikarhi ka ba bango tlolete ntshava to tala ne tlhelele ndzhaku everyday I strugglation so ni dila hi mashangu anyway sakhela mina yone tsema na te khashu yi lava te sneyman ne ta kota ku ephatho ne tsala ke xitsalo xo tshovela metsheketwana ni luza ngati enga ko ne lome madzedze ntwana ay va tsheke dog I got bars for days
yeah you know what I mean we got the Tsonga Rap God Tsonga Rap God count there is only out to my face
punchline after punchline is shit song.
Yo, punchline G-O-D, buffet to Tico. Shit.
That's so bleed.
Yo, Mark, we're going to the next one. It's called Rap God.
Yeah, freestyling this. You know,
Yeah,
I always
off
have
the
to.
hook, baby.
Yeah,
Rap
off the
God.
hook. Yeah, we off the hook. Peter Pan like I'm off the hook. And Lango Tekake, now you off the look. Off the book, look at the fake and so. Okay, let me try this. Yo, and since I'm legend in the making. What? But I'm legend in the making. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. Okay, I got this. Yo, and since I'm legend in the making, never hit and jump, but total check what I'm baking. Total bata he beef in taba disa bacon. Mbele barat laugh and comment clock take what I'm taking. Hey, since I'm legend in the making, never hit and jump, but total check what I'm baking. Total bata he beef in taba disa bacon. Mbele barat laugh and comment clock ngai. Abantu se sentaba checheresa kashe kontiri vela bastebe korele ye vele rape ya manyora ya strata vele ya kota balanda vele by bona balata vele batala batata bata rapalala basala bate cause na bona hena taya vele gochichen kore na bona batete pala ba komba ikengena na ba freestyle yung one na tlapela hukuntsena ya bon but bona leka off the hook. Yes, I'm off the book freestyle riding the dome. What you got to look come na stela nyana hekare nkena nyana na pana tawela bako maikichela mfana freestyling wana ya mabara cause on bana basala balako palapala patepe ke legendary look fake batanga come flow yung wana yo khafa yetanya samahlay badala babona batakota cause na mina mfika na chopa tela na bana balaba ko bana bena de tsoba tela de chopa most of these niggas up atebe mina no comment the order logo ne fika de tela de change bona balaba fika babona marna tata na tlapa tsena balakta sata patata ba kuma vele na tapata yang fana takota katanan tagu tutsa korenta balan ematanya ya vela yena khafalas wanna come vela na yona vela taba chom the come bra mina lozi vela tame called me off the hook boy I gonna go wrong and come because I'm off the hook. I gotta move maneuver like a life for a second every time the rap until I become a legend. Never come but what I mean this rap man attract I inquire this whole game like a magnet and take a balla let me get them back to that. Since I'm legend in the making, never hit and jump, but total check what I'm baking. But I love I get beef in top of this bacon. Bele barat love and comment log take what I'm taking. High grade like a Jamaican. Come Peter Tosh na pop Mali on my statement. Look at car fake a legendary making this shit that is history in the making is the way that we just place it. Drive on a spaceship. Tsonga la Star Wars, Darth Vader in main ship. Bona na khafa tho. Ne current tangay mareto na bona batan come velo bena black ya benden nga ko rekrepe wa bona. Mena na come na hustle la ko na kare theta na she trata vele balaba ko bon. This is ill man. Local figure I got this age we got kill man. Tako combat what I mean. I got many flow go pala na Aqua.El and I still this nigga still boss as the biting deed. Apa baby what we got that's the writing in. Drop and de long ako Dracula ye hefe mo la balaba ko get the mo la tanan tako tete mo ga and the rembo come na rambo knife the tapa ni checker balaba tako tanga balaba vele na yetus ish. Since I'm legend in the making, never hit and jump, but total check what I'm baking. But I love what I beef and taba just a bacon. Bele barat laugh and comment lock take what I'm taking. Ish, since I'm legend in the making, never hit and jump, but total check what I'm baking. But I love what I beef and taba just a bacon. Bele barat laugh and comment lock take what I'm taking. Yeah.
Tsonga Rap God!
Flat side
Alright,
gets up.
go! You do, oh, I know. And shuthi manje, chest pains, dog. Abanye abakwazi ukufika ngale energy. Yeah, my freestyle wakho, go. I know ngiyaklutsha, go.
Thank you, buddy.
Ngiyaklutsha, man.
Thank you very much.
Definitely off the hook tape. Da, and mina ngizokuphekela enye sound. Yo,
Hook me
dog.
up. Ayo,
I'm
whatever you
cooking,
got for
son.
me, hook me up. Holla at me,
It's
dog.
on, man.
Holla
You
at
know
me,
what?
man.
Aspana sebenze, sipushe nesincede nengane. It must
You know,
end
man.
with us. Let's take the shit to the community. Pina sisters lali nemakaya.
I'm saying.
You know, it mustn't end in the cities.
Exactly.
We must take it back to
Take
the
it,
village, son.
you know, where we
'Cause it
come from.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
roots.
Aspanen bafethu ayikaw. I appreciate you coming through, man.
Thank you,
Can
bro.
abatshela ukuthi bazokuthola mfethu.
Okay,
Abatshele kula camera le.
Uyangibona or ufuna okay, let me do this. Okay, angisabuzi. Tsonga Rap God, ne Facebook, Instagram, tweet. Tsonga Rap God yangithola. The problem is my TikTok it's Motsonga lista.
Mutsonga lista bafethu.
Motsonga lista because natswaka ntsha hi Xitsonga ni karhi ni kota ku mi peka ka ti list ta mina ni kota ku mi lista na n'wina loko mi kota ku kuma na ti feature hi kota ku nghena hi pitla khana hi picha.
Eish.
Mantweses.
Danko. And we're going to hook up the KZN movement to connect with.
Word.
Let's just grow and shit. Unity and everything.
Let's
man.
do
Nkosi,
this.
bra. Thank you for coming through.
Thank you,
Yizo.
bro. Thank you.
All the best for the shows you're going to perform right now.
Word.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's
Ukren, Macau.
Angimnandi, I'm all good.
Please, can you introduce yourself to the people?
Hi, Nijan Lapo. My name is Pule Ngamla, all the way from Gomora. Yabona boy
Yeah.
Alexandra. We pushing me on your hip hop. Stella say Gomora because you know Gomora is the first township in South Africa.
Yeah,
So
it's
like
one of the oldest
Yeah,
places.
it's one of the oldest
Is
places.
it
So-
the oldest?
Yeah,
Is
it
the
is.
oldest?
Yeah, it's the oldest township. So lama township lankamanye. So every language is there in Alexandra. That's why we call
Yeah,
ourselves.
isicamtho vele
Yeah.
shuthi isicamtho siphila there.
Yeah, we have every language.
Because vele nepiano ivuke there.
Yonke into
Yabona
iphuma
le
lapha.
thing.
Umusic uphuma la, ijazz uphuma Alexandra.
Yeah, iphethe ama-grootman phela
Yes.
le ndawo and manje iphethe nama-MC.
Yeah, of course.
Yabona le thing and manje siphethe wena. So your alias, tell us about your alias. Good, how did you come up with your stage name?
Oh, Pule is my original name.
Yeah.
So Ngamla is a nickname yami yabona bangayona from Eskela.
Shuthi bungungami buphathe cheese esigela.
No, not really. Like bengi businessman Eskela. Like,
Oh,
so
budayisa.
ngihlezi ngiphethe ama-snacks nama-stock
Nama-stock sweet.
sonke impintshi zami ezibhayi zingithengisela yabona so bezingibiza like masibhayisile.
Angithi uboss wena. Shoot
Yeah, so
manje.
yeah, bengibabhekela kancane bathi.
Ungamla.
ngiyamshishita.
Pule Ngamla. That's a dope alias. And then umculo, how did your relationship with music start? How music, not hip hop now, but music. How did your relationship with umculo start, and which music was it?
I started singing Eskela vele. Mina yonke into yami iqala Eskela. So Eskela was that guy. Bengi-prefect Eskela like Pulusho. I used to go Pulusho. Mara bengihlala ngi-late. I don't know. And isikolo is opposite na mangijump istrata. Isesikolweni, but I'm always late there. So I started singing lapha ekuma school choirs. I always love art. I tried to play soccer. Soccer didn't like it. Bengintwana plus bengishoti bangangifaki yabona.
Vele uzoscora kanjani? Awubheke. Businessman. Lo muntu uphethe ama-coin bafetani mini.
So ngaya ku-art ngachuna i-drawing I draw ngiyakhona ngenza ubumba akhona ngenza like izinto eziningi ze-art.
Sure.
So I fell in love no music while kuma-school choir ngifunda ama-note, also doing i-drama. So lokho ngiya so ngahlangana nenye out-time esigela babiza uSpice. That's when I started bengibhala ikwaito abomzolisto yibo abantu abangi-inspireile.
Sure, izinja zakhona vele. Ikwaito
Yeah, so ngicale ngekwaito vele ngimamela abomandoza abomshoza bomsawawa bomzambia yabona. So
Uhamba nobani manje ozola?
angihamba noZola. Zola isikhokho Zola. Oh, konkotha hlefa, konkotha kulufa. uZola lo Zola is the best because uZola bekaphethe nama elements we rap.
Yeah, and then uTukulu no Bhuka.
I go with that's a tough decision because they're both nice. But Tukulu is the best because now nama rap elements and whatnot. So, but yeah, also no Bhuka was nice on his style. Yeah, it was nice. It was nice. Mama mwasho ukuthi mina ngilipantsula for life.
Hey. So wazohamba nobani?
Ngihamba no Tukulu.
Tukulu busasho ke eske busasho nge riding.
Yeah, from Eskela then ngami to uSpice. Then uSpice bekashaya iclass same classmate yami beyibhala ukuthi lebe dope.
Benza umrevit.
Yeah, benza umrevit. Yeah,
Shute be dope yini ngikwaito hip hop.
Hip hop kade bhala kade hleza ngibona mina bengibhalele khoneni yabona.
Uchafa because bungakazithembi.
Yeah, mara bengicanga ukubhala ama love song yana ngaskime ezinye so zabo uTebza, the Tipsy, yeah, shay R&B yana ama chorus play ngama hook. So awuze ukuthi ama let because bengiculela abo cherry side dina abo cherry bangincaya. Yabona ngihlezi ngihamba nabantwana.
Ucula, you mean singing.
Yeah,
R&B wise.
Yeah. Yeah, we told her like hooks nice, some hook nice. I wanna so it was like because then you my verses. He was dope with verses, but he was not good in my hooks.
Yeah.
So I skimmer me not Michelle ama hook nice, nama dope.
Should ukuzwile ngama-safe esigele.
Yes, but now cherry nabengasafila amajita, bengasafila umkele.
Should budla kamnandi, budla fresh amashandra pha. Hey,
iminyonyo.
Sure, iminyonyo vele, yeah. And
yeah, from there then when Spice link up, I went to our first studio in East Bank. So that's when I first met Umlindast. I met this guy in studio ne la out there rapping. I was new into rap because never quite from ngicala ukubhala no Spice kathi ngisiza ngokubhala. Esongeza umlinda stay out there khafula. Like I don't have a track with this guy umlinda since ngimita 2004 ngamsaba ngo 2004 la uthile. Ngiyisha na today. Because he's the dopest rapper when it comes to my hood, Alexandra, London X fights. Then we met former group na Spice called GRP. Then GRP yahlukana. Then we started another group na Machidam Lanka Bengshana RMP. We started cabin because basic cabin go SU. It's a scripture union. Scripture union. It's a church organization. Like sisela phanga ma church ingama holidays besifundisa abantwana ma Bible studies.
Sure.
So yeah, we started rapping God lapha kule cabin leyo what not. So le cabin lesaphuma basixosha so we did besicula ingoma ezinye kunezinye ingoma ze R&B ezinye ngathi siphuma endleleni. Lezisile. So umfundisi asixosha e church. So we did a song called Bangkubile. Then we started rapping and the tipsy. So was busy TSM, but the C2. Then we needed other members.
Oh, that's where TSM. I see it.
Yeah, stand for Township Material.
Township Material, Buffet, Tunis, really, because we got that shit. Yeah, we got some township shit out here. Gomorrah in the building, yeah.
So from Township Material, then Sasipusha, we did our first, we did an EP consist of 9 track. Yatolagala go Reverb Nation, you can get it. It's called Moteng Mo.
Moteng Mo, Buffet Nizwile.
So then after that, Moteng Mo.
Where you at, right?
Yeah, where you at?
Moteng Mo. Where you at, nigga?
So we met Uflaba, the late Flaba, Saspanana. Uflaba was our mentor, Asnanya, Velocity.
Motherfucker, shit, dog, rau.
Yes.
Yo, when I heard that shit. Vele, even when that nigga went rau, when I say squatter, they let him rap because he was so dope.
He was so dope, Flabba. He was
sorry
dope.
to disturb you, my brother, but I had to reminisce on that shit because it's nkulenga.
Yeah. Now the same number song Micha Flabba. Then after because Spice kaka meet and ngaqala umamela hip hop kakhulu. My favorite hip hop was Ukunichana, Pro Kid, no Flabba. So my style is similar to those people, like in the hardcore rap, Zulu, like Pro Kid wise and no Flabba, like I'm a jokes. Because when I rap, I want people to be happy, to smile.
That's
dope.
dope.
A joke. I want to like not something was extra side, not
too much.
Yeah.
Angfuni zitonze kakhulu ne cause inentwana yami angazi yethu. La Shuti, we're going into that good vibe energy. You know, we're going to that music. Hey, we build right now. Hey, some gave you fruits, guys. You heard he gave you some fruits. And also just let them know like what you do, because I know you're not just an MC, you're also doing the visual stuff, videographer. Just can you give them a little thing of that before we go to the bars?
Yeah. Okay. Nama TJIPO, that's out there. The first one is Keep Me Nyonyo in Libuta Operation.
Yeah.
The second one is Unreleased Mixtape. And the third one I just dropped now, Iki Pro Mixtape. So, and Futia, I'm a videographer, cinematographer, what you call director, writer, songwriter,
legend.
graphic designer.
Yeah, graphic designer, same as me. Bito.
Yes. So, animation, I'm an animator, also do cartoons and whatnot. So, I'm still learning how to make them move and talk and I want to like because you're a drawer and whatnot.
Much love, my power.
Shout out.
Much love.
So no sing dope nya ngi dope and like no rap because I've been and learn from the best. Yabona kubo Pro Kid, abo Flabba, abo lady because Flabba was my mate. We got him boni ukuthi ngenze so benginoya kuye ngama script wami. Yabo nathi no remove le gama leli show so yenza so like
any man phela dog, you had an institution there. Ish bafethu out le ithole institution. Do you know how I wish that time okukama camera documenting these things, because the things when Kunmana no Osmic was sitting right here. He's saying that they started things like this, like the shows, the hip hop awards, the SA hip hop association, because we need to document these things. And like imagine that thing but you know, asiko lapho now but now we know better, so we must document everything in the hood, everything we do, we must document these kids, because you never know how far things can go. Mark, we're going into that vibe, you know what I mean? Can you please hit us? You chose the second beat or the first one?
Sharp. It's like
Offthehook.
Yeah, it's sharp.
No, from my beats.
From your beat, it never gave me selection, but let's just show something. Yes.
How should I miss you, girl? Hi there. You know, it's in there. Okay, I think uzwile leni bikhala Tsonga Rap God.
Tsonga Rap God, yes.
That one's
You can jump on it.
okay.
No
Give me
stress.
the first one, Mark. Off the hook one. Aye, Nyonyo in the building. Give me Nyonyo.
Yep, it's your boy Pule Ngamla.
Yeah.
From Comtown. Shout out to M16. Shout out to Mr. Loazi for Offthehook, you know. We're about to kill it. Yep. From Comtown. Hey, mpethu cash wam no chair wam ngimnandi wena utshelo bani gore ngithapa basadi ba ngizwa ngendaba enhle laba bangazi angispy tech laba bangazi how many times kuchayela gore we're not the same I'm one of a kind katuka ntwana keep a flame when the rap game is whack then I'm taking the blame so shut up and listen what's able when ngamlis the name skabu wafela zokhahlela mogoloza Kichupa fela manghlasela nyapoboza so kokumoya mankhona ntwana kyasinya ngishiya kunuka kitswacheka siphinya I'm here to fix the rap game when I listen kyabua even Kuni China said it son biza likhuwa kas I'm right here libana pararatanga so don't stress I got this kabalabal kyakhalimela kitswela pili kufaka mulawo ndaba nyayifela ngiyazimela mina ngezami nyawo so understand mangibulela umrepo ngekho fit I'm too deep they dig me twana like 6 feet ngishaye 6'9 ye 4'5 but this pipe njena marabi ngangibhayithi bangakayilaphi mphethe more bars like imuzibizela ijele moteng is the wet namanje nyeke bangitshele enhlek nangikwatisa abafethu ningizela kabi nangikhuluma jokumnandi nithi ungamlu madimabi kuhlonga kusabola mangazibeki ngikhipha ingozi yokushaya ngakapholi ngifuna igazi njengedlozi kuzokhuza nabadala mangibalayita bazovutha umbize makuyoliwa labafana benza iphutha mangeni sotatazela tata kitla cheka phifo bathi badi mangiqhamuka nyabahlupha njengesifo nyeke ungenze next rap mina yangidinga nyeke untshele next you can talk to my middle finger I finger fuck so finger lick my finger son she's not my type your chick I gonna figure son lankhona ukho that's why I never heard of you Flava said it move your big head on city view noma ungangizonda mangispitha kufa madoda istyle sami namanje sidida madoda I'm here to bring my tata I'm sorry Timon and Pumba mangena kuzoshuba ngeflow ngivula amathuba kirata ukidi mpintshi tsawo valibo osbaw inika mangisika ntwana kijama raw umama wathi give me life find a shortcut mone black lagimo uzothola power cut basolimala mina ngikhipha ama knockout mothenga ubuso mina I'm sorry I'm sold out give me nyonyo give me nyonyo
Hey,
give me nyonyo give me nyonyo
Hey,
give me nyonyo give me nyonyo
off the hook.
give me nyonyo uzwa hey I want a chick with the big ass and a cute tattoo. Angifuna uchero dwega baya, angifuna dwega i2. Tikene garamount ngiqede ngaye njengespy 2. Achu, manje mhlaba khalibatu. Hamajuba bayaxutha phambili. Sendele ndlela nami ngikhona phambili. Is every chick dream ukungibamba phambili. Ne pip pip koloyi ngiba chase phambili. Yes, yimle rota la se LX. Bamona nyana di hit mara bamputsi next. Mabaribari di buwa fed. Kwa gare kikena for nyugu fed. Hey, IQ bona fela kya bat California. Sabadi suburbs bana babu was kuwa fed. Smell like education ngamakhala ngikhiphi English. Before kija minyonyo nekija papali cabbage. Pume makasani khanda lami kugcwele ubulokishi. Kuship pipe labantwana mamba panisha. Ngamla Minyora la Komora, skochana sa minyonyo baru tlhapa ka Cremora. Mina lo keshwa mbaba nyawhlanganisa. Clever no chero akenya mhlukanisa. Suke endleleni nyaphandu yangiphazamisa. Ikaslam namanje ngiyaliphakamisa. Hey, mavuke ekseni ngibingelela umakhelwane. Angithi nyazi inhloniphi ngenzelane. Ngithwara bana mashisa bana bapakileng. Follow my steps when agata mo ke gatileng. Nyabavumbula joke keep yes.
Alright, let's drop it there, Mark. Yo, you know what? We need to hold him down, man. This nigga hot right now. That cheese ali out if him baula. Hey, gasmenga ncenga la way. Hey, la way, Mark. Kancela usinike ithinjonga le beat njo. It's written Pule. I don't know. Danko. There we go.
Yep.
Yeah, off the hook, baby.
Yo, support Ngamla. Uka fed. Hey. Boda vape angijulekisa abatsotsi. My mind on the paper, uyazi ngipodla nengozi ngiphethe kharafu. Uyazi manje ngikuphi imigodi, flow so in the scene mase ngithatha umakoti. Get down mabahlakaza, upule ngamla yona yabahlakaza. Abana chance mabagcwala nyabaphalaza. We just taking our time, we never going round and round. Laba bazumbobo so they never finish the rounds. We never give up, we never fill up. We strike, mabagcina sikahlela tough. Hey, we run the city, my secret is kontiri. Cause I'm all about my income, khula ula pampiri.
Hey, bafethu le out ingenile nimzwile right? Nizwile le out bafethu yenza umriviti too dope. And if you need to hear more of that shit, that heat, you got that vibe. Now let tracking and young bamba now. If upula uspete bafetu. So holla at the homie, man. If you want a music video, if you want to cover your event, if you anything, bro, your kid's birthday, holla at the brother bafetu. And hip hop cats, let's keep it within the movement. So now bafetu, just hit him up. And uzowenza kanjalo bafethu seGomore Alex Roto la khona. So yeah.
Yeah, check my work kulentuzana kuMnyonyo TV on YouTube. It's Pule Ngamla on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. Instagram is Pule Ngamla 2090. Got hacked the first account. Hard, so that's my hackers like, so I have to start over. So I'm starting over on this one. And also unique visuals.
Ninga click I'm a link bafethu. If you get a funny link, don't click because that's when they hack your shit.
Exactly, yes.
Sure.
I got hacked because of I lost so many followers on Instagram.
Hardy boy.
I'm starting over on Instagram. It's Pule Ngamla 2090. So Gamanye is also Kiminyo production. That's a production I'm shooting my music video, photography and whatnot. So ni pusha ngiwani. Yabona also partnered ne unique visuals, which is Osakumzi.
Sure.
Now. Also we have Yazi Komora pusha my sessions, Dark City sessions.
Dark City sessions in the building.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm upcoming artist. Nama nalaba abakona la pia.
Sure.
So pusha. Nama also have my shows. So biza e-datings and LX music sessions. Mina no Sakumzi's unique visuals.
Yeah.
And also have the Wendy House sessions.
Yeah.
So hit me up. So Nati, if you want to do something, you can go to YouTube. Upege ama shows wait to pusha you and check the work.
Let's grow the movement. Let's grow the movement. Let's grow the movement. Homie is saying in himself, he's out there. So as Pilisane Bafet to song and grow the movement, hale my brother Bafet. Ayi kwenye ntongo zoisho say vala la chovicho.
Sure.
Danko. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's off the hook, baby. This is episode what? 5. You know what I mean? We straight up, baby. We been pushing. So you know, Petezame Vele, these are the household. These are my resident MCs, dog. You know what I mean? Off the hook language, texture. Amachitanga yafikile vele Comtown in the building. Tsonga cow. Dark City sessions.
So yeah, vele singakayi kodwa siqala ukuthi mfethu sicela nje ukugayi present nyana la t-shirt le Dark City session.
Oh yeah.
Push movement.
Too fresh. Too fresh. You know what? I need a rocket vele. Just like that. Mark, can you please get us that other earphone for my brother? Because he's also going to spit while I rock this t-shirt. Yeah. I got to rock this t-shirt, man. So, upete ema right there, but at least you can hear, ne?
Okay, I'll hear your spot.
Yeah. Okay, you know it's a podcast, man, but we're showing off the, Dark City sessions. You know what I mean? There's a show tomorrow, so you better make sure you're out there, bafethu. But if you can't make it tomorrow, this is about corner, bafethu. About this tipe. Just holler at us. Even if you holler off the hook, mini messaging a Tumela, just like that. Same WhatsApp group. Say Tumela, and then you holler at my brothers, and we keep it moving. You know what I mean? What is Pon Buffett, Nikren? How's the Dark City sessions going right now?
Dark City session in particular, things are proper, man. Yeah, my challenges in Jamangane is since it's locus pusher, you know, most events are amaphupho wabantu.
Yeah,
You know,
it becomes
it's-
difficult.
It becomes difficult sometimes, you know. Yeah.
But I love that shit because, man, Gomtown is like a lot of influence there, and the hip hop lives. And vele wena ka uyiphethe ngifakile ona ngamajita futhi, they were killing it earlier on. You know what I mean? So, where do you guys want to take Dog City Sessions? Because right now we're not only having the time we normally have. Yabona iPhezkwendaba yangena manje. Kodwa amajita, we need to also push yabona iDog City Sessions because, you know, masingaspani sonke bafethu and promote each other, anyeke siye nowhere. And so where you guys planning to take this? So whoever omamele da understands by mission, they're not confused. You know what I mean?
Sure, yeah.
I'll share that.
So ikanje la idea ngiyabo mangathi ngiyachaza a movement, it's more of a slogan sakhona, it's for the people by the people.
Yeah.
So with that type of slogan and we some sort of pushing that same vision and mentality, we're trying to take event like Kona ingabi ndaweni one but move all around. So start artists, these are collaborators, and not only just artists as Alexandra, but throughout the Gauteng, throughout the South Africa, like try to grow as much as we can.
That's dope. Futhi mina nganipluga KZN uMirele beyi.
Yeah, man.
Koko sakhona. I don't know if you checked that app.
I saw
Mirele is got sessions at Dubane, Hip Hop Wire. So if you wanna do a Dog City Sessions, then collabo, Hip Hop Wire meets Dog City Sessions. You bring Alex Katz,
That's what
Nimbambi God or whatever, and your figure. There's also, I've got places in Melville.
Okay.
Manfuna da esports, so nifaka machite ma birds.
I'm a blessed. Hey,
Saba ni masabab scene. Figures a Gomora manje. Man, you sabe cow. Hey yo, Mark, can you please hit us with the? We're going into the heavy shit right now. You know what I mean? Can you please hit us? Which beat did you guys take actually? Can I ask you guys?
In number 2.
Number 2, ne?
It's number 2, man.
Can you please take us to the number 2? You can go for long now because we can't reach Azanga, so I'll just keep it on repeat.
Yeah, man.
Let's go. And just keep it on loop, Mark, so when it pauses, just carry on, Buffett. Yeah.
Hey yo, intro, lenda bale, iyisifo. Futhi ngifuna ukubabhoma ngobuningi kuba masifo. Yizo ezizwaga jezemilingo. Indaba bakuboni kahle ngithi ngibaphandle ngiphandle umphinjo.
Phanda umphimbo wena ufuna ukuthini ngiyakutshela sengidinga usiko i-hero kumele ubheke nama-superhero I'm feeling shorter and shorter sengifila njengoskilo
Funa beef, indaba bafuna amagama sibabize ngabo Steve. Ile iyakudala mhlambe le neyabo if ukuphi Adam angena ngathi ku-movie like
gang kumele ubheka sifile magagang nawe usazobona mesifika hasibhema igadam izinja zami ngiyakutshela bale kutokhala igagam izinja zami i-case bale khipha abagaga jo
I'm like fuck stuck le beef yakufana nakabhiki naka-Tupac izinto zakudala lezi zingenze ngibe stuck like strunas ile ngikhumbuza ka-Jay-Z nayakanas
my man labantu ba-apologize how can you beef nama-nigga then apologize izinja zami kumele ubheke zami sihlale wise indaba every time sleep asibaleleze sihlale nice
kule beef omunye ngimshaye KO masengirequesta izinto ezikanje sengiyaziyeka njengezolo mdala ngibhema ngiyedepha ngiyakutshela indaba ezikanje zona suka
tetela le ntwana ziyakhetela so mamela ngiyatempela manzi yakhetela so hot kumele ubheke ngiyakutshela bada nesport kumele ubheke masengifika ngibayisa khona la i-court
all for the mainstream bafuna ukuba ile cream yazi lento uyithola lapha on top of the thing mhlambe i-oros mhlambe izinto zama-boss things that will give you power shower you never know
kumele ubheke ngithi mhlambe yi-oros mhlambe ngithi le beat ngithi mhlambe laka-bolos njalo masengifika ngithi beef ngithi boros he means meat ifake something like oh no
who's the chef hey mhlambe lona US mhlambe lona he's the best for the rest akukhe konke okuqokayo nama-asparagus aneyilas low number 1 no cast
ngithi uyazi ngithi sibalo cast dasiminya ngithi blind whenever on the track kumele umamele every time sibala I'm going black kumele umamele nobuso bami manje I'm going stacks
indaba ekanje sibekile on top of this table angithi sasekase we still drink that black label indaba yankako yayibamba lena gibela indaba cause we wanna win SABC2
phezu kwendaba you off the hook kumele umamele off the book so nina bafana kumele ngibheke you off and crooks njalo mesifika kumele ubheke niggas back and poop ngithi liqale phansi ngithi sacela loop zinja zami kumele ubheke ngithi asibhaya ama-crook so pass the mic lwazi
Pass the mic lwazi mina ngifika ngenkani vele ngishile nenkawu shile noflaba vele kirawu fika ngamasima ngibashaya ngesihlalo namajita bazi ukuthi ulwazi uphethe isitali Mina vele afloat in the clouds put kamanzi. I cut the style like the suburbs so fucking look sheen cow. What's in ngamachi the split the case and petrol and X. Figure LX at 16 and putting petrol MALANKAN. So shang and palm and lang cow. Tangan. Let's have a chichi veta. Seba fucking styling is puza mastela. Puzzes in those are corner. Vele me the tangan.
Yes, they say we should kill in Jesus I stella. Atos sana puza na stella. Mase seng fika this cats ba yang mamela nya gibela kumela mamela this time senya tempela yo.
Stalling on my 4-4. Bani be koko. Indaba laba bosana ngiyabona bona babarongo. I say hiyo. Lefuna something green inyongo mhlambi kunkukhu. I lefuna sithamizeni nkulunkulu.
Mpeti stilo. Milingo, star samsi zokhula sokudida fani madida ngiyakulaha uyaspita ntwana yami bheka star samsi
Bathe Leicester Nyabheka baba Keifer Nathi mesifika nyatshela niggas and splayster Smeka show ukuthi ibonda liflet dala ngeflow Zinja zami kumele bebheke siyahamba we go
They never know bahamba ngeslow dala sibabona basemuva bahamba so slow oh no basitshela ukuthi baku channel oh bafuna ukuba popular ikobo Joe mhlambe bahlukile mhlambe babalile bahlukile banye babhayitheli banye basibonile sidlula indaba sigijimile we on a race kodwa sabona bona
basihalelile jo mina ngibashaya ding dong nina anazi star sam dala nisam ukusifila cause mina I rock that 5 fila watsiba
Katsiba
baspita
nyamtsiba so mamela labafana bayaspita tsipa no strings attached ngakitha
yama akathola nebhola uyalikhahlela shayisiza indaba esikanje tends to flick umhlamba unomuno or lame just lick shintsha indaba zibe moist and like dip skin deep sukubekela mamela through these ways sidlalela phela lezinja lezi zifila ngathi bakuwimpi izinja le superfly bafuna ama frisbee
fika kwi-cypher uphethe igwababa anjani kawo ilula le way off the hook nami let's kill it to the air cause we still got like 4 minutes I see it my fit asambe
okay mamela again something nice anyan okay bathi siqala phansi sesiya up nawe sazobona ngiyakutshela niggas batop fika yekhoneni uyangithela ubona ngastop henhle kunani yanazi yikhanda yam off the hook labafana ngiyakutshela abafana ngiyagijima indaba usazobona urapper nami sokumele uyojima cause gijima insimbi ngisesikhibela indaba ngithi khipha isisu kuvezela umkhaba izinja zami I told you from air lexa like a flower cause la ngiphuma khona kumele ubheke la ngiphuma khona ngesihlafuna everyone kumele ubheke take it all ngithi sizinja zokulutha siluthe even ugovernment nawe yazi I'm just kidding.
We got to spilly. Trying to see myself illy. Style Sammy is easy.
Hey, sing combo so easy. I used to chill that guy, yeah, no treasy. Speedy, my papaya dad is speedy. He's used to be some guy who always wanted driver. Fly super fly your MacGyver. Lemota me togele mandu lang tando hiker. I'm that guy waving my hands like a wiper. In the bang tando ru, I look at Street Fighter.
Labafana bayafighter. Melubege minang bangena ngezaga zangif. Ndawo sazongibona ngiyakutshela nigga so what if Morinho if Adam and Eve ngena Adam and Steve nabu zangithola labafana Adam na spliff nawe yazi he lived in the garden Adam na spliff ashisi jointing ngaphe mi jointing ngaba on point nabu bafika ngiyangithola ufundisi just annoyed ngifuna ukuthini lemlamdashelela pass the mic
hold the mic ngulahlekela ngala
yeah man
yeah off the hook unani bakula just thola na opportunity to speak nyana beats nyana khona la
Yo, I'm coming dark city.
Repeat it now.
Sazobona ngiyakutshela be dark dinner.
Yeah.
Indaba esikanje angibaphikisi indaba lezi basifuna ngiyabancisha ngibanike no
when uzenza isidididi ufika lana ngamasimba sokushaya ngamakaka thina sikhabela ibhola no Ronaldinho futhi mina ngenza ukaka
yes this didi uza ngamasimba kaka didi
Ronaldinho
lock up ufuna ingidi yini fastanyana man speedy ndaba kasiboni kahle ufuna something speedy
fika kwi-cypher uzitshela ukuthi unesibindi uphethe liver you living you off the hook baby off the hook I'm cheering this is a Komona baby. You better go down to Dark City Sessions. It's off the fucking lit. I like the whole boys right there. You need to get these boys to Dark City Sessions, my friend. They fucking hot, man.
This is
Kids are hot. Better get them to Dark City Sessions. And we keep it 100. We from the old school era. Off the hook. We ain't playing no games, son. We ain't playing no games here. This shit gonna happen. We ain't going nowhere, son.
Shout out to everybody that's pushing a hip hop from our speaker, Osmic, you know,
everybody,
Black Laboon,
we gotta get them here. Just highlight Off the Hook. Let us know who we should get up here. We're gonna get them out here. Shout out to Machita, London X, Malankane. Hey, we ain't fucking around, boy. You know what I mean? You're trying to mess up my simba for Nakota. It was an intern. It was a bring your child to work. And niggas a lama but it's song. Shout out Mark Word. Done. It's a rap.